Hello, hello. I hope uh I hope everything's working fine. Is the music too soft or something? Hello, Andy. Long time no see. Hello. Yeah, actually, so full disclosure, I don't know if I'm actually even supposed to be able to like stream this. I didn't actually ask the mods, but I don't intend to keep the. Let me know if anything is like too soft or something. Yeah, let me know if anything's too soft. Yeah, sure. But I don't intend to keep the voice. It's just that like, I think I kind of need. I think I kind of need like a bit of like kick to get me going. If not, I'm never gonna finish this, and the deadline's like this Sunday. Yeah, let me know if the music's too loud or too soft. I did turn down my music a bit because I wasn't sure if it was going to be too loud or anything. Yeah, I don't know. I had like so many things to say, and I still want to say them, but now it's like there's so many things to say that I don't actually know where to start. It's like, oh, everyone knows that Riot laid off like so many people. And then like, oh, Power is it's actually for a Thancred sign. So I'm not the only one working on the Thancred piece, but it is for a Thancred like focus zine. I know, I'm so used to pronouncing it Zine that like when people say that it was based on like magazine, and then I'm like, I don't know, it felt like when I watched the Rayquaza movie, and then Ash like called it Rayquaza, and I was just like, what? I've never called it Rayquaza, like, so it will always be Rayquaza to me, but yeah, same shit. Yeah, concept artists. Yeah, exactly. A lot of it is like concept artists, and like it seems that it's not from the game side of it. It's more of their like side project stuff, like their animations, their lore stuff, and their I guess maybe their card game and shit. But it's still kind of like stupid, I don't know. Like, I don't think there's any way you can justify having to lay off like 500 people. It's like, oh, we hired too much. Oh, we didn't have a focus while we were hiring, and we took on too many projects. The fault is on us. Well, if the fault is on you, then why don't you do what Satoru Iwata did, right? Why don't you cut your own pay, find a way to keep these 500 people, on the team, try and help them with their livelihood. But no, like, you don't want to. I don't know, like, I think the worst thing is that people have like pointed out many times that when Satoru Iwata did that, Nintendo was actually doing much worse than whatever Blizzard is currently making, And it's like, yes, fine, you want to shut down the projects, okay, sure, but surely there has to be a way, right? Like, I don't know, maybe I'm speaking from like a biased point of view, but surely there has to be a way for Blizzard for Riot, sorry, I keep saying it's not the same company, for Riot to like, for Riot to actually like keep them. Like, there's no way that you can't keep them. I refuse to believe it, because it's like, it feels like no matter what you, I don't know, it just feels so like bad corporate decision that I'm just like, there's no amount of times they can say like, oh, it's our fault, we take full responsibility for it, and it's like, no, you're not. You know what, like, you know who in the end, who still has to suffer? The people you just fired. Like, don't be stupid. Don't be stupid, Oh, I actually can't hear anything. Yeah, exactly. Like they fired people working on those like unreleased projects, and it's just like, okay, actually I might be getting my facts wrong here, because like I obviously don't follow Riot Games. I don't play any of the games, but it's just kind of like, okay. And for a concept like, for a game that's like League of Legends, that relies so much on their art, and yet they let go of so many, like concept artists who does the art. that you know League of Legends has prided itself on. I feel like a lot of people, especially like people who don't play the game, they know like the art style and like the world, the lore of like League of Legends and stuff, like from the artists and the extra stuff, right? Like I feel like I don't know, that has to be part of your marketing, right? And yet you're like getting rid of all the people who work to make that marketing like a thing. So it's just so stupid. Like, okay. By the way, can you hear the music, or is it just like soft for me? But yeah, it's just, I don't know, I feel like okay, I think the worst thing is that like when you can hear the music, okay. I feel like when people talk about game development or like they discuss it, and so there's like two things, right? Because I saw that like someone was like saying like, really, like you charge $60 for games and you can't even afford to keep your employees afloat, like alive, like in your company you can't afford to keep them. And then like I saw like two sides of it, right? Like, oh my god, did my pen pressure just die? Why did you die? Oh my god, it really died. Why do you just suddenly die? Hold on. You were fine just now. Why is it that every time I stream and then you decide to do this? Okay, now it's back. Weird. But yeah, like that I saw people going like, oh, you know, like times have changed. $60, like that price might have sustained like long ago, but now things are getting more expensive and it no longer like, you know, that no longer is a cost that actually that gives as much as you think. And it's like, on one hand, yes, I do think that people thinking that, oh, you know, $60 for a game is like way too expensive and blah blah blah, because I feel like to me $60 is the normal price, whether you like it or not. That is the normal price. And like, even if I don't like how some Switch games, like Nintendo Switch mainline games, are like, oh, $80 fucking dollars, right? Part of me kind of knows that, yeah, unfortunately the prices are gonna rise because that's just how it is. At the same time, I think it's possible to coexist that like these games might cost too much, or I think it's possible to coexist that, sorry, like these games like don't make as much as you think anymore, and the company still makes enough to keep, to be able to that, like to be able to keep their workers, is what I believe, you know. Like in 2023 they got rid of character lore stories and they got rid of them completely. Well, I guess that explains why then, like if they got rid of the lore stories, then that explains why most of the people working on the lore are the ones who got cut off, you know. I guess they planned this, you know. I also just realized, because obviously the news came out when I was at work, and like more info has only came out like since then. But like, I just think it's kind of, you know, I hate the thing that like the public finds out about the layoffs at the same time as the people who are actually getting laid off. Like, I think that's just incredibly like heartbreaking, that like, you know, you see on Twitter, it's like, wait, what? My company's getting rid of 500 plus people, and now that you go to your email and you're like, fuck, I'm one of them. Like that sucks, bro. Why would you tell? And the thing is like, I can't even say that this was like, oh, you know, like somebody from the inside like leaked it early, you know. Like Riot themselves announced this, and it's like, why would you do that? Why would you do this, you know? Why would you do this to the people who work for you? It's just so stupid. Like, yeah, it's just really stupid. I saw a lot of like League of Legends like fan artists who are a bit like scared, because they're kind of like, oh, you know, my dream was to always work at Riot Games, and now like seeing this. Though like, I do want to say that a lot of the yeah. Hello. Wait, is that Josh? Oh my god, Josh. Hello. If you're not Josh, I'm sorry, but I can't like think of anyone else with that combination of letters in their name. Hello. Yeah, I'm just so angry, like, because I obviously work in the game industry, and like, are you having a riot right now? So funny. Hello, Kelly. What do you mean? What do you say? Get out. You get out. Why you?
I took one already.
Oh, you took one already? Okay, thanks. Sorry, Andrew came in with some fruits and I'm legally required to eat them. But yeah.
You don't have to, you wanna. You don't have to, you don't wanna be an unhealthy bitch.
You are my husband, therefore I am legally required to eat whatever food that you provide me. Anyway, yeah, I just like, because obviously, as you guys know, I work in the game industry, and like, I think like the thing that Satoru Iwata does, cutting his pay to be able to keep his employees, it's a fairly, from what I hear, it's a fairly common thing amongst like Japanese companies, because like to them they kind of prioritize like, oh, if I can't say for all Japanese companies, but apparently from what I heard, it's apparently like a common practice, because like if the company fails, it's kind of on you. But I think Satoru Iwata was like the biggest case to kind of like get reported on, probably the only case, because like obviously it's a big company and shit. But yeah, exactly, like it's a common thing. It's just that amongst Japanese companies, because it's just that kind of policy there, and I don't want to say it's right as well, because like I mean, Japanese companies also have their own fair share of troubles, but like, so I want to say that like, in a way, I'm glad I'm working in a Japanese company, but also like, it just sucks that every day I'm here and I'm like, when is it gonna be my turn? Like this that fear of it is so real that I'm just very worried, I guess. Like, even though I have this thinking that like, okay, it's probably not gonna affect me as much as it affects the Western side, but the more I see this, I'm not filled with confidence. Yeah, you're more likely to ride the waves and judging. Yeah, exactly. But at the same time, it's this just the way that it keeps happening, especially within like the past year, and now like we're not even a month into the new year, and like so many people just lost their jobs. Like it ain't great. I don't think, and it just doesn't fill me with confidence. And like, I think, it's a Tuesday morning, and then you go into work, and then you're like doing your stuff, and then your friend's like, oh, hey, do you see what Riot has done? And you're like, oh, what did Riot do? And you're like, oh, what did Riot do? It just I don't know. And man, goal last week, I think 100 plus. Yeah. As someone who does want to work in this industry, is really frustrating. I saw so many people who just felt like their dreams got crushed. Like League of Legends has, I think, grown a fan base of a lot of artists, a lot of people who really have built that style inspired by the concept art. They all want to work for Riot Games, right? Like I said just now, like, I saw a few tweets from people who, like, mostly League of Legends fan artists, who were so distraught at this, because like they wanted, their motivation was to get good and then join Riot and then possibly work on League of Legends, right? And then you look at this and you're just like, there were people that I admired that had the same dream as me, and now they got fucked over. Like it's shit. It's so shit. Like,
yeah, even I wanted to work at Riot at some point.
Yeah. Apparently, like, one of my friends has inside info on another company that's also gonna get laid out, and then we were like asking like, which company is it? She's like, I don't think I can say because they haven't done it yet. And I'm like, oh, what the fuck, like I guess we'll be hearing more in. Yeah, I don't know if it's the same one you're thinking of, Kelly, but I did hear that my colleague said something like that. I don't know. I just assume that the industry is so small it gets around and shit. Yeah, and I don't know, cause like I think I don't know if I've mentioned this on stream. I don't think I've been streaming like art for a long while. A couple of years ago, I almost got in Riot, but bought shit just before the offer letter because my visa didn't pull through. I was supposed to be in the league of, oh my lord. Holy shit, you dodged the bullet. You actually did. Man, that was like the exact like team that got like cut as well. Oh my god. Yeah. Yeah, so like I don't even know if like I've talked about this, but basically at work, part of the reason why I've been like so much more busier is because I'm in charge of interns. My first time being in charge of interns, but yeah, I'm in charge of interns, and like basically because of that I'm no longer leaving work as early as I usually do. So like there's less time for me to do my stuff, and also like I you know, giving life advice in this day and age is very hard. And yeah, I like it. I realized that I like, you know, guiding people, so that's a thing. There was a hiring freeze in the middle of the hiring process, so I got held up. Well, many years later, that really was a blessing in disguise. I just hope I'm setting the right example, but I think like how do I put this? They're both incredibly talented. It's two interns. They're both incredibly talented and like really, really talented. They're so young, and yet like I feel like their work, when I look at their portfolio, I'm like, man, these girls are so cool. They're so good, you know. And then I just feel sad because one of them especially has a very like Western art style. She really likes like the kind of more monsterish film noir kind of setting, a bit darker, a bit, you know, more gruesome kind of thing, like more grungy kind of art. And it's obviously a more like Western oriented kind of art style, you know. And I look at them and then I look at what the industry is now. I look at how it is. They want to go to Digipen too, by the way. It's so funny. Like they were saying like, oh, you know, we don't know where to go. Like they're thinking like, should we go look for work and stuff? And then like they told us that in the end, like they decided that they want to go Digipen, which I'm not gonna stop them because personally I learned a lot there, but the school has changed a lot since I left, since we left, right? You two left way earlier than I did, but since we left, and I'm not going to be like, no, don't join her. You know, it's their choice, and if they want to, I do think that in Singapore, if going overseas is not an option, then I do think it is one of the better places to go to, like, as no matter what we think about it, like, you know. But yeah, I just look at them and I kind of just like the industry is so shit, and I keep telling them that I really hope you guys don't get affected by this, and you guys don't stop drawing, and you guys just keep on going, da 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 da. You know, I just keep telling them that because the more I look at this, the more I'm just like, I can't imagine how it is for people like Andy who want to get into the industry, but like you look at all this and you're just like, why do I even try? Like it's so easy to get so like demotivated for this kind of stuff. Takes so long to grad now, but I guess it's even there. I think four is like the average now, because I took 4 as well. I took 4 years to graduate, yeah. I also think I finished 1 sem early, yeah. Yours was... Wait, I thought accelerated was 1.5 years. Hold on, let me eat this. But yeah, I think like eat that fruit. Yum yum yum. It's orange. I'm eating orange. But yeah, like I don't know. I just that's also another thing, right? With this kind of thing, like with all these mass layoffs happening so much within the past like year, 2 years is gonna. It feels like it's just gonna be. I don't know how. Like, I don't know how people are still finding it in them to learn how to draw, to be very honest. Like for us who are already drawing, you know, who already have gotten like a bit of headway and stuff, good, I guess. Yeah, but at the same time it's like I think it's less of like, you know, tide away the stuff, because again we don't know how long it's gonna last, right? But it's just, I just feel like for anybody that's learning, for anybody that's still, you know, dreaming, this feels like such a slap to the face. I feel like at least for me, you know, it was very like real pure spite. Yeah, that's good, but you know, I guess maybe I'm just worrying a lot, like how, you know. And I just feel like it's so upsetting when I see more and more people going like, you know, it's getting harder and harder to create, knowing that like this is happening. And like as much as I say that, you know, I'm just so tired, I want to keep drawing, because if I'm gonna stop drawing, then like the people have won, right? Like the fucking tech bros would have won. At the same time, it's like I'm also kind of like in a sense accomplished. I don't like to use the word accomplished because I feel like I'm not really there yet, but you know, I got a job, I've been in the industry for like at least 5 years, you know, I have a nice following that I can be proud of, but not everyone has that, right? And it's only because I have this that I can still feel like, you know, oh, I'll keep going, right? But not everyone has this. Some people might just be starting out and then they're like, damn, should I even continue? There are people who have like way more followers than I do, and they're like, I want to stop, you know, like this is so tiring, I don't want to do this anymore. And it's like, on one hand, I don't think you should give up. On the other hand, it's like, especially if you're just starting, you know, it's so easy to be like, it's not too late to change kind of thing, you know, especially if you're so young, you know. And it's like being from an Asian household, you kind of get told so much like, you know, this kind of shit won't make you money. And at that time, like, we can still be like, nah, look at these people making money, you know. Games industry was still like building up. There was still a lot of like, yeah, it makes money. And then it was like being successful. It's like, oh, look at all these games that can make money, right? And then now you're looking at this and you're like, huh, maybe mom and dad was right, you know. Like I don't know, I just think of like the potential amount of creativity that can be killed off by looking at this, I guess. Sprite. Not too late to be a bus driver. Nah, yeah, but like you get what I mean, right? It's like, and plus the inflation rate is like, you know, 9% GST, wahoo, Singapore, yay. You get what I mean, right? Like yeah, it's not really so much about like, you know, like in the end we still need, like, it can't die with us, it still needs to continue. And it's like, you know, how does it, what is gonna happen, right? Like, how are people gonna find it in themselves to be motivated? But on the other hand, I do feel like if the people who look at this and they can still find the heart in them to continue and they can still try hard, I think that mentally they'll be like some of the strongest people that you will meet, right? Because they look at all this and they're like, fuck it, I'll keep doing it, you know. You ain't gonna stop me. I like art and I'm gonna do it. And I feel like it's also on us to try and keep that going. Like the people who have made it, in a sense, you know, we have to keep going. Like, it sucks, but just draw, you know, because if you don't draw, then eventually who's gonna draw? You're not gonna let those programs draw, right? Like, you're gonna have to keep doing it, right? So I'm honestly so thankful my parents are really supportive. Yeah, that's really good. I'm really glad that your parents are supportive, because like God knows, like especially like in my country, how many people are not supportive. How many parents are so not supportive. Like honestly, a lot of them is out of concern because they do want their child to live well, but you know, yeah. And then like I guess this coupled with like, I don't know, the precedent that Powell is setting, which is another thing that I want to talk about. Powell, like it's just so freaking depressing in a sense. It's like okay, on one hand you have this game that's obviously doing like copyright infringement, yet so many people are defending it, and then people are saying like, it's, you know what, it's alright to steal from big companies because they're earning so much anyway. And then you look at big companies doing layoffs and you're like, how dare the big companies do layoffs? And you're just like, and you know, I'm doing that Jackie Chan like meme. In fact, I have an emoji just right from that is obviously from inspired by the Jackie Chan meme, but I still drew it myself. I still drew it myself. It's like you know, it's so weird seeing people being like, oh no, but you know, we you know, it's actually cool to steal from big companies. I'm pretty sure it's not the same people. And then you come in and being like, look at these individuals who got laid off from Riot, who helped to make some of the stuff that Riot is known for, you know. It's like, do you guys not see the irony in that? Yeah, that's the thing, right? General public doesn't care, and it really like tells like other developers that, hey, I can do this. We can do this and we can get away with it. Look at them. Like, because like I think the most like power move is that Nintendo is known for like suing for less, and yet they haven't touched like Power. I'm gonna think that it's because like they're taking the time to like get evidence, since like it's making so much money. I don't know, maybe because it's making so much money, so they actually have to be a bit more careful. I'm not very sure, but we're doing stand-up meeting right now. Oh my god. Go, you have to stand up. I just remember like how we like one of the Koei teams did a stand-up meeting, and then Jeremiah thought it was such bullshit. But anyway, don't let him know that I said that. But he thought it was so bullshit. So I really majorly hope they're taking their time to be careful. Exactly, yeah, because I feel like maybe they're getting like I feel like maybe because like they know that if they fuck this up, they might be making the situation worse. So maybe my hope is that they're taking their time to be extra careful about it, because like Nintendo has sued for like way less. Pokemon has sued fan games, like free fan games, for just being fan games, you know, even though they weren't like making any profit. Yeah, that's the thing. That's why I feel like if they know that, like if the CEO is willing to do this, right? Like maybe Nintendo is being like, okay, we need to get like proper legal advice for this. This is not like some fan game guy who doesn't know what to do, who obviously doesn't have the money to you know, go against us and it's an easy win. This is like, you know, they've already sold 3 million copies. And I think it's just what makes it depressing is that artists, content creators, people that I expect, people who are against AI, people I expected who would be against this, like at the drop of the hat, are actually playing it. It's so stupid. Like, it's so stupid. Like, what the fuck? Like, are you guys blind? Are you guys really that ignorant to like all the controversies it's been having? Like, yeah. As in, that's my hope, because like if Nintendo somehow doesn't take any action, then maybe they deserve to get their stuff stolen, you know. If you're not gonna do anything about it, even though it's so obvious, like blatant copyright, and you are helping to set this precedent, then maybe you should get your stuff stolen, you know. Yeah, exactly. It's like okay, to be fair, I've never heard of the studio until like Powell, right? So I didn't actually know even though I've seen Power Word advertisements, like it still took this long for me to find out that the company has been stealing stuff from Hollow Knight, that they've been using crypto and AI in their art and stuff in their games, right? Like it still took me this long to know. So like I want to still give people like the benefit of the doubt that maybe they're playing it and they just don't know. But I feel like it's been so long, and yet if you don't make like any statement of it, like, oh shit, hey guys, sorry, I didn't realize, as an artist, as a creative myself, I didn't realize this shit was created like that, my bad, you know, like especially the people who, to the content creators who are so vocal against AI, and then they're like happily playing it. And then I'm like, okay, you know what, it's been a few days, like I think that's on you. If you didn't do any research, if you were off the internet for this long and you didn't know, then I feel like that's actually on you, you know, like you didn't do your research, you know, you get what I mean? Yeah, exactly. But I feel like cause legal stuff can take like a few years, and I feel like people would think that, oh, you know, like within that few years people would have already been like, you know what, it's been 3 years, Nintendo hasn't done anything, guys, it's okay, let's go. Right, like it's that kind of thing, I guess. It's just, I think it's just so iffy. Like you need them to be fast. At the same time, like if you want them to do a proper job, you know, they have to take their time. If only they had this kind of precedent with their Pokemon games, huh? I'm just kidding. But yeah, I think it's just so maddening to me, and especially like the amount of people that are defending it. But I'm pretty sure that the people who are defending it are not the ones that cared in the first place. It's just that what makes me angry is it could use improvements, but I don't think this should be the way to do it, right? It's like, okay, I'm gonna say something that maybe people will disagree with me, but I've always been in the camp that Genshin was taking from Breath of the Wild, right? And I have seen people, including friends, I think you know who, go like, oh, you know, like they don't like that Genshin is being compared to Breath of the Wild because they feel that Nintendo needs some competition anyway. And I just vehemently disagree, because if you want competition, this is not it. You don't steal from each other for it to be competition, right? Like you don't, no one's gonna steal McDonald's recipe, call it a competition, because like you're still stealing McDonald's recipe in the end. Like you're not, you know, you don't use the same things to fight against the thing that you want to be better. That's not competition. That's just stealing, you know. And like I just don't think, like, people just have the wrong ideas of like what counts as competition, what counts as inspiration, what counts as plagiarism, what counts as efficiency, and what counts as exploitation. Like I just feel like it's a thing that you have to create. You need to go through the pain of creating it before you know like what those things are. Because if you've never created anything in your life, or you don't create enough in like a setting like this, there's no way you would ever know, right? And I don't like it when people go like, oh, Pokemon needed the competition anyway. It's like, there are ways to make Pokemon better. If you truly think that, why don't you play other games like the Digimon games? Why don't you play other games like I don't know, Monster Rancher, you know, Shin Megami Tensei even, right? There's so many like monster rearing games out there. Yokai Watch, even, if you want to say it. Also, like, to the people who say that Yokai Watch is another Pokemon, you guys are so wrong. You look at Yokai Watch, you cannot tell me that looks anything like Pokemon, you know. Like you know, you want to play, you have Dragon Quest as well. Like, there's so many other games you can play and say that, you know, I rather play this because this is so much better. World of Final Fantasy is also kind of like Pokemon, you know, and yet, like, there's just so many games that I just thought of like that, you know. I don't, and I feel like Digimon at its core concept has always been different from Pokemon. People who just think that, oh, you know, Digimon is just Pokemon anyway, I'm not gonna play it. Like they don't even bother to look at it, and I think like that's why it's so stupid. Like this kind of double standard is so stupid, right? Like what you said, people look at monster ranging games like, hey, it's just Pokemon, and then they don't play it. But then when obviously copyright infringement slaps them in the face, they're like, yeah, it's just like Pokemon and I'm gonna play it because Pokemon needs some competition. Like, fuck you. Fuck you very much. Like, fuck you and everything you stand for. You probably don't stand for anything. Your balls are weak as shit. Your PP size is small. I don't know. Korean hand gesture or something like that. I have no idea. Like, the reason why people are defending it is because, like, they have been blinded by like their recent hatred towards Pokemon. 5 PP only. Yeah, they only attack, right? Like they have high attack, but the high attack is only online. They don't actually do anything. They shoot all their shots online with their bad takes, and then they run out of PP, and then they cry in their basement because they don't know how to make anything anyway. And they probably have no life. But anyway, yeah. Like it kind of just feels like it. Like people are like, oh my god, finally it's a Pokemon game with violence. I want to play that, and therefore I will defend it. It's like people will only defend stuff that they want to play. It's like they're like, oh shit, I want to play it, but people are saying it's bad. No, they're bad. I'm right. You know, it's like people like just change their shit at the drop of a hat. Drop of whatever, my English, whatever. Yeah, you get what I'm saying. Like
Drop of the ball.
drop of the ball. I'll drop their balls. They don't need them. They don't have any. I think I don't really care about the dumb people. There's a fair amount of Figmon artists, right? I mean, the thing is, like Powell has stolen from the Figmon artists too. So then, what's their defense against that? You know. But they none of them, I've seen none of the arguments bring that up. Like whenever people go like, so like people go like, you know, it's cool to steal from a big indie. It's cool to steal from a corporate company, and then like I see people go like, okay, so what are your thoughts on them stealing from Hollow Knight and like some of the power designs being from actual Figmon artists who have no correlation to Pokemon at all, and then they just go silent. There's no reply, you know. And like that question was asked like maybe like 20 like 19 hours ago or something like that. They don't care. They'll jump at the first reasoning, but when they get clapped back on, then they just like, I can't hear you, you know, kind of shit. That Pokemon mod on Power got hit by Nintendo. Wait, so they hit that, but they haven't hit Power. Okay, well, my copium is that they are trying to get a proper lawsuit done. But yeah, because it's like, I don't know, even if like visually you think that, oh yeah, it's inspired, I think it's the fact that the models were actually like obviously taken that is what is, you know, just not doing it for me. But yeah, I don't know. We'll see what comes out from it. Like, I think it's just, you know, I don't really care about the people who are stupid, because whether Power World was ever a thing or not, these people would have never like cared about creativity anyway. They would never cared about like creative rights or anything. You know, they would just be stupid, and they will continue to be stupid, and there's nothing you can change that. What I care about is the amount of creatives who are playing the game and who are like contributing to this precedent, right, of like that it's okay to infringe on copyrighted material because, you know, big company, or like, oh, you don't actually care about like stuff like this because then, you know, this company has been stealing from everywhere and yet you're giving them money, so therefore, you know, everything you've said about protecting artists' rights or your fight against AI art, or like even crypto, because they have use crypto in their game, right, it's like, it's moot because you don't care. You obviously don't care enough to do your research. You don't care to like you know, do it if once there's even a bit of like talk about it. Pokemon C's and Pokemon D's. The next Ace Attorney game. Ezreal Howl. Yeah. No, as in like I feel like if you bought it without knowing, then like especially on the first day, I feel like that's alright, you know, because like sometimes it does get past you, right? And that was their intention, right? To make it different enough such that it does get past people. Oh my god. But yeah, it's like, but that's the thing though, I feel like at this point, if you know about it and you continue to play it and or you haven't said anything about it, then it's like, you know, I just think it's so disappointing. Like, you know that art VTuber from Hololive Indonesia, like Eofi, she's been like the biggest voice against AI art in the VTuber community. Bam, she's playing Power. And it's like, maybe she doesn't know, maybe she doesn't know, but I hope that if she does know, she doesn't keep silent and it's like, oh, save my face, because then like I would be so freaking disappointed in her. You get what I mean? Like if you genuinely did not know, then that's fine, you know. Like sometimes it just escapes you. And I have retweeted AI art before, not being able to tell that it is AI art until I read the comments and people going, hey, you know, this is AI art, right? And then I'm like, fuck, you know. But like I would unretweet it. I'll be like, okay, thanks. Like I would unretweet like on RT, and then you know I'll be like, hey, like yeah, this is AI art, I fucked up, you know, kind of thing. It's like own up to your mistakes. But if you know about it and you choose to keep quiet about it despite your reputation, right, then just to save your reputation, then you're no better than the people who are defending it, because your reputation is obviously more important than whatever harmful action the game is giving, you know, the game is doing to like the creative industry. You know, like that's the thing, right? Especially if you call yourself an artist, if you create art and you do this and you think that shit, my reputation is more important than like, you know, admitting my mistakes, then you're the same. It's literally just the same thing. It's like, you know, well, yeah, I think that just makes me like so mad. Anyway, yeah, I the man right now, like I think it's a bit scary because I think right now in the company that I work at, obviously I can't really say anything, NDA and all that stuff, and I don't really want to like say anything as well. I feel like it's getting harder and harder for me to really say that, oh, you know, I work in this, because I feel like the way the games industry is like going on now, you don't feel rewarded for saying that you worked on something. And I guess that's why like, you know, our company doesn't actually allow us to say where we work at. We're not really allowed. It is like some people would be like, no, be proud of what you make, and it's like, no, because there are so many people who would jump on you. But if you look at the stuff I retweet, I think you can guess, you know. I am a bit tired of like trying to hide what I do professionally, and it's like I also want to advertise the stuff that I work on, right? But I can't outright say like, hey, I work on this, please, you know, like please give it a try, you know. I have to be weird about it and be like, wow, I'm so excited, oh my god. You know, if that's a hint or anything. But I am actually excited for this one, so but yeah, it's like we're not getting rewarded. I feel like being an artist is like being a healer, right? That's why I play healer, you know. You don't get rewarded for shit. You do a good job, people will be like, yeah, fuck you, why didn't you do it better? You do a good job, people are like, yeah, well, you didn't do enough, how come you didn't do this? And then like if you do a bad job, people are like, fuck you even more. Right? Like, you know, look, I'm saying, okay, it's the same. It's the same. You know. This company that got caught under a spotlight a few weeks ago that I'm doing freelance, and I never felt so conflicted. No, I think, yeah, that's the thing. Like, it's so hard because sometimes, like, you genuinely do not know, right? And sometimes you're just like, I need to get that money, you know? And it's so hard to say because, like, now people literally, there's no nuance on the internet. People will literally just, like, shit on you without, like, giving you a second chance because that's just how real life is, you know? We're not anime characters where we're like, oh, if evil, why heart? Heart shape. You know, like we don't. No one will do that in real life. You know, once you're wrong and once you're like the spotlight is on you for being the villain of the day, then no matter how right you are or how like understanding your reasoning is, people will build up their version of you in their heads, and then they'll attack you for it, for something that you don't do. So like, I think it's hard. Like when I accepted that AFA booth, like I went through a similar thing, right? It's like, you know, I don't like how AFA is doing it, yet I'm still joining. You know, I'm part of the problem and I fully admit that. And it's like, I shouldn't have gone, but I went anyway. I signed up for it knowing full well that there was a chance I could get in, and then when I got in, I decided to accept. You know, it's the same thing, right? And it's like, it sucks, and like that one is definitely my fault and I feel shit for it, but at the same time it's like, for people who it's not their fault, they're gonna feel shit for it, and then people are not gonna give them the time of day. Like, it sucks. It's just a 5-star in GTA. Let the wanted level cool down after a few days. Yeah. 5-star in GTA, Grand Theft Auto. But yeah, it's really a not rewarding job. I feel like people are so ready to attack without. People are so ready to be so volatile and like angry to people that sometimes don't deserve it. They don't do their proper research. Then the villains who are trying to craft this story that, yeah, it's this guy, it's this guy that's the problem, you know, like this guy, you know, and then they keep quiet about it. It's like, so that, you know, it like people don't look in their direction. They always come out at the top, and it's just so unfair. Like, life is so unfair. This is why I'm not like religious. This is why I'm not religious. Like it seems that the people who can get away with things are the people who have like terrible intentions, you know, and the people who get good stuff are the people who are terrible people, you know, and it's just depressing. Yeah, when you get caught into the spotlight, for real. There's some people who made like genuine mistakes, like they ask the wrong question and it gets like treated as insensitive, and then they're like, oh shit. Actually, my friend gave me some new brushes. Maybe I should try them out. I don't know how to. Ooh, what's this? Oh my god. Wow. I don't know how to use these brushes. What's this? Ooh. Oh my god. Okay, actually this. What's this? Oh my god. Sugoi. Oh my. I'm so bad at this. What's this? I'm so bad at using this. But yeah, like it's just not. I don't know. It's just not the right time to do anything. Like when. I think in the past, like, because it's really frustrating that, you know, when you, at least for us in Japanese companies, when you look at like other people who go and you go like, hey, how come they get to announce that they worked on this stuff? How come I don't get to announce that I'm working on this stuff, kind of thing, right? Like, it gets a bit frustrating because you see people go like, oh, you worked on so and so game, that's so cool, you're so cool, and then you kind of go like, I want people to like acknowledge me too, you know, like I worked on it. How come I can't, like, you know, how come I'm not allowed to say that I worked on it, right, kind of thing. And actually, to be honest, in like my company, there's a bunch of people who have like feedback like, hey, like, is there any possible way that this rule can be reverted, you know, like that we're allowed to say that, hey, we worked on this, kind of thing, you know, like is it possible? And the answer we were given is just like it's just no, you know, like it's just not possible because it's just way too dangerous. And the more I look at this now, the more I agree. It's like you look at how unfair people treat others just cause they think they work on this game, and sometimes it's like, oh yeah, I worked on this game, and then they get treated as if like they were the ones like solely responsible for it, you know, when it's not usually not the case. Like usually if someone works on a game, even if they're like the director, there's so many people helping them behind the scenes and stuff, right, that you can't just really say that they're like the forefront of everything. It's just how it be. Like that's just how game dev is. No one person is in charge of like everything, but people don't know that because they've never worked in game dev, and no one bothers to study how game dev works. That's why we have all this shit about games and shit, you know. PR, HR gets involved, you know. Hold on. Yum 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 yum. I'm not sure about the freelance artists who get to announce, but I think they do. They definitely have like a contract that goes like, oh yeah, you can, you know, you gotta check if you can post this, gotta check if you can save this. That I would imagine that's the case, especially for Japanese companies. I'm not so sure about outside Japan. I'm not so sure how that works. I can't say. I only know how to say it for Japanese companies because that's obviously, you know, where I worked in. But yeah, for in-house it's different. But like even for like outside and stuff, but yeah, it's just like obviously sometimes for in-house you do see like, especially on the western side, people go like, hey, you know, I worked on this, and they are allowed to say it, I assume, right? But for us, like we're not allowed to say it. And like I've actually been asked by like my supervisor to go to tell my colleagues, like, I remind them that they're not actually allowed to say that they worked on this, you know, yeah, in general. So yeah, that's the kind of thing, right? But people don't understand that, you know. People don't understand that. And like, I guess, you know, it really is like so much safer to just be like, yeah, no, I don't know what you're talking about, huh? I don't know what you're talking about. Not me, no. At least, and then last time I had to ask permission from producers if I can announce my involvement in shows. Yeah. Feels like a very JP thing. It definitely does, yeah. I think like Japan is very careful about this kind of thing because like they don't want any trouble, right? They want the least amount of conflict as possible. And I think like they know the amount of conflict that comes with like publicly attaching your name and face. And because they cannot, you know, like it's easier for them just be like, oh, only the higher ups can say this, because the higher ups is like, oh, the higher ups will know what to do. They don't know how to deal with this. You small fry, you don't know how to deal with this. You baby, shut the fuck up. You know, like this kind of thing. So yeah, like I would imagine, and I kind of think like, you know, actually maybe they probably are kind of right, because the mob is just, especially for people who don't understand Japanese culture, the mob is just getting like worse and worse. So I think, yeah, like nowadays I'm just like, hey, hin ha, bad hin, play game. I'm so excited for game. Yeah, play game, woohoo, you know. Kind of thing. Yeah, it's more dangerous for the culture. If anything goes wrong, that name gets set on fire. Yeah, exactly. And especially like because obviously, you know, Japanese companies can't control what their employees say, like, you know, on their own accounts. So they don't want to be get caught like, hey, random Japanese company, do you know that your employee said fuck? And they're like, oh shit, they said what? Nah. You know, how Yuki-san, how could you? You know, like that's bad, Yuki-san. And then they go to like, Maki-san, you cannot tell anybody that you work in this company, okay? So that if you want to say fuck, you can say fuck and we won't get affected. You know, shit like that, right? Like they're kind of right though. It's a bit frustrating that I can't say, because I feel like I think I'm lucky enough that I can say that I have worked on things in the company that I'm really proud of. And it kills me that I cannot say, you know. It kills me that I can't say it, but like it really does, because I also like, in the end, when we start drawing and we continue drawing, a lot of it is our passion, but it's also because people like what we do, right? And you want to let people know that, you know, I'm proud of this. I'm proud of this that I did, you know. Like you don't know that I did this, but I did. I did. Oh. Yeah. So, yeah. It's just unfortunate, I guess, but it's an unfortunate necessity, I would think. It's the Twitter pose. Yeah. But for the one that I kind of did more openly admit that I worked on, I think even then people got the wrong idea of what I worked on, and I don't want to clarify, because if I clarify, then, you know, that's me explicitly saying it, right? But but I think some people got like the wrong idea of what I actually worked on, and I feel a bit bad for misleading, but yeah, no, I mean, you know, this is why I don't say it. It's more trouble than it's worth, definitely. But I'm glad that people seem to like the game, and they seem to like feel sad for it. Honestly, I didn't think anyone would feel sad for it, if I was being very honest. I think that game has like as much as we wanted it to for it to, you know, continue on, the very real truth is that people don't play it, and people only care about it once it's dying. Like, I'm sorry, like it sucks to say, because like I'm pretty sure there are fans who definitely still loved it, and a lot of the posts are like from genuine fans who really have been supporting the game since day one. But the truth of the matter is, a lot of those people who are sad that a game is ending service, they don't actually care until it ends, until it has been announced that it's gonna end service. You know, that's just the way of it. Like, the fact that a game is ending service is proof that no one cared enough. No one cared enough for it to keep up the cost. It's just, you know, and we know how certain company treats their mobile games. I'm just saying that we've been carrying it, you know, for a long while. Oh god, I'm so glad no one from work watches these streams, I hope. Anyway, don't tell people. Yeah, but I feel like that's the truth of it, and people don't acknowledge it enough, that stuff happens. Unfortunately, it's run by money and shit. Don't tell him, okay? Don't tell him. But yeah, I think yippee. It's just the way of it, like, I feel it's just really, in a way, it's kind of heartwarming, because I think when you've worked on a corporate project for so long, you're kind of like, you know, this is just a cash cow for so and so corporate company. You know, like, I don't want to work in this anymore. Even I can tell that the game is made with actually it's not true, because I think that the people who did work on it, including me, they really did want to work on it, and there was efforts in, like, yeah, I agree, because now the only way that I can preserve the art that I made for that game is because there are certain fans who like it enough to actually like upload it on the database. If not, I can't take the files. I can't take the files out from, you know, I'm not allowed to take the files out from the company computer, right? And like, I can't even tell people, look, I did this, you know, if no one like preserves it. And I'm so glad that there are people out there who did preserve what I drew. Okay, I cannot say no, even if I screenshot from the computer, because I don't play the game, and a lot of the stuff I did is seasonal rewards. So even if I play the game now, I can never get those. I can never get what I did, you know. It's and I have to pay for my own stuff, because the stuff I did is paid. Right. And I don't know anyone who played the game anyway. Actually, I only found out that I do have a friend who played the game. And even if I did, you know, it's like, who knows if they collected everything that I did, right? Like, yeah, so I'm glad that there are people who actually did like save the stuff that I made. I almost keep saying the thing that I made. It's so scary. I almost keep saying it. Yeah, I'm so glad that there are people who care enough to make a database to save like the art that has been done for the game. Yeah, even the people working on it aren't allowed to take it home, so you like people who do create archives of like game assets, like you are doing like such a service even for the people who are working on it. Like I'm not even like joking. Yeah, honestly bless those people. Cause like I'm pretty sure even the Pokemon people, like they don't preserve their own stuff as well. That's why it takes them so much, like there's so much problems like whenever they go to a new gen. It's just, I don't know, it's just like privacy is one thing, but sometimes I do feel that there's too much privacy, and I feel like I should be allowed to take out my own work, but also I get why, but also like why, you know, like it's not my work because it technically belongs to the company, and I get that, but especially for like, you know, for the stuff that I am proud of, I just wish that I can have my own copy of my own files, you know. But I just got so good at drawing them, but now I haven't drawn them for like almost a year, so I don't know if I'm ever as good at drawing like the things that I did. But that game that I very much hinted during its end of service that I worked on it, I honestly, like, I think the start of that project, if I can talk a bit more about like my feelings on that, like I think like a lot of people do say that like, oh, you know, a lot of these games, especially for like, you know, a side game, a game that's not like the main series of a big franchise, you know, a lot of people look at the side games and go, oh, it's just a cash grab. Oh, you know, it's just their way of like getting some cheap fan service money, right? Hold on, actually, where's the light coming from? Right, like it's very easy to say like, oh yeah, you know, like it's just this, it's just that, you know, like the company just wants your money. And it's like, after working on it a while, like it kind of felt like that. It kind of felt like, oh yeah, you know, they're just putting all these characters in because they're popular, or like, or they're just trying to get like a bit more longevity, and that's why they're putting like these skins in and stuff like that, right? Like it's so easy to think that, but I think for that project, the people that were working on it, there were a lot of people who were fans of the franchise, and I think like despite all the restrictions, because a lot of the times the individual people working on it, which is another thing that I feel is so like frustrating about people who judge game dev without knowing it, is that most of the time when you go like, oh, you know, why are they so lazy? They don't want to do this. Why are they so not creative? You know, they don't want to do this. Like, they don't want to do this cool idea when it was just right there. Like, you know, but they make the mistake of blaming like the people who work on it, when most of the time the individual people working on the game are the ones who so desperately want to put these ideas that you say, because more often than you think, you know, there are people who are fans of the series, right? There are people who are fans of the series that are individually working on the game, and a lot of times they are the ones who are trying to suggest like, hey, you know, as a fan, like we know that fans want this, and as a fan myself, I also want this. And it's the higher ups that go like, no, it costs too much, it won't make as much money as you think, and frankly we don't care, right? Like a lot of the times it's like that, you know. It's not to do with the individual people making the thing, because in the end all decisions have to be approved by the higher ups, and if the higher ups don't approve, then what can they do? They can't just be like, fuck you, boss, I'm doing it. Like they'll get fired, you know. And sometimes like maybe boss is right, you know, like it does cost too much and it's just not realistic to implement, but like that's the thing, you know, like people blame individual creators way too often. They don't know what's going on. And like they always assume that, oh, you guys didn't try, and it's like, we tried. I've seen the things that people said about that game that they wish that they did, and I so badly want to go like, we did try. We tried so many times. We tried for a freaking year. And Mr. Japanese boss up there, I don't know if it's the one with 10 rings. They said no, you know. They said no, and there's nothing we can do about it, right? So yeah, it sucks because on some cases you can judge easily, like, okay, yeah, this was made by like this, you know, like looking at Power, the one you can kind of tell, like, you know. Yeah, I mean, I don't know if it's him, okay, but I'm like I think we've been trying to fight for we tried, you know. I also wanted to see certain things in that game, you know, being who I am. Right. There's so many fans you know, in the company, who all play games. And we are not stupid. We know what is popular, you know. We're gamers ourselves, but we can't do anything if big men say no, you know. You know, I I saw one of the I saw one of the accounts. The accounts say certain things like, why didn't you at least do this before it closed? Why couldn't you have done this before it closed? And I know they follow me, and I so badly wanted to go like, because, but I cannot. I cannot. And you know how frustrating that is, because in the end, like, the people who feel like guilty that a lot of this stuff that people want to go through will not be like the big people in the sky. It will be the small people who tried so hard to make it happen, and they keep getting rejected, and yet they're the ones who have to read that you didn't try, and I'm like, shut the fuck up, you don't know me. Yeah, exactly. And that's why, like, when that's exactly why when people say like, oh, just steal from Pokemon, it's fine, they will live. Yeah, they will live. What about the people, huh? It's the people on the ground that you're hurting with these words. But I don't think you care. You've never cared. If you're the kind of person who say stuff like this, you don't actually care. Because knowing how to fight your battles is so important, you know. Like, I think I saw someone on Twitter say it the best. Like, they say like, okay, you hate big companies, so you hate McDonald's, right? Are you going to punch a McDonald's employee? Are you going to punch like someone at the cashier and then say like, it's okay to punch you because you're working for a big company? Like, no, right? The big company is going to let go of that person, and they don't care. They're going to kick them out the second they can. And in the end, you just punched some guy who's just like you, who's just trying to like live life, you know. Like, I've actually seen like people bring up that analogy a lot, and then like obviously they get met with silence because people just don't care. They wanna think that they're so cool, they're so like you know, they're so boss, they're so gangster, until they get met with a sound argument, and then they cry in their room. They like put their fingers in their ears, go like, la 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 la, I can't hear you and shit. Like, I know I sound super annoying, but that's how they are. That's how they feel like to me. They're like freaking kids who just like yeah. It's frustrating. It's frustrating that I wish sometimes I didn't have eyes. But it do be like that. Like, In the end, we're all just like underappreciated people. It's like being an artist sucks. It's cool when I can draw my own, my own porn, but it sucks for everything else. It's fulfilling, and I don't think I would have chosen this, as in I don't think I wouldn't have chosen anything else, if given the choice, because I like drawing, I like creating, I like the opportunities it brings, because like I don't think I can feel this way about any other thing, because that's just not me, right? But it fucking sucks. It fucking sucks to people who don't do it, who just don't understand like how much effort it takes. It fucking sucks. I don't know. It just, man. And I just think that like artists as in like people who draw, illustrators, people who create art, concept artists and shit, like not the musicians and stuff, but artists, visual artists. I think our backbone, I think we're so spineless. Like honestly, we're so spineless. We can't do anything. Me included, right? Because I have to be so careful about what I say. But we're so fucking spineless. Like music people, voice actor people, they're so ready to be loud and shit. And like when artists get hit the same, we're like, I guess I'll have to learn how to adapt. Yeah, I'll stop drawing. I think like when the person, that one artist, I don't even know who they are. They just popped up on my Twitter because like obviously everyone was talking about how like, like they made a whole hoo-ha about how they're gonna quit art, and like half the people were like defending them, like, can you blame them? It's so hard to be motivated, while the other half are like, this is why they're winning, And I kind of agree. Like I kind of agree on both sides, because it's like, yeah, it sucks, and I understand that you need a break because like this shit is depressing. It really is, but loudly announcing it like that, it's not gonna help anyone, because in the end you're just admitting that they won, Like it sucks, and no matter how much you go like, this will teach them, I'm gonna stop drawing, and then they'll realize, no one cares. They backed out on that already. Oh, okay. Well, that's good that they did. Because I feel like if it's something that you love doing, so it looked like something else entirely. Really? Wait, actually, can you DM me like the guy's like Twitter ad if you still have it? Like I do want to see this follow-up, because I did not see the follow-up. Twitter algorithm only likes to show me bad drama, not like whatever outcomes that comes out of it. Yeah, if you can find it again. But yeah, like if they did back out on it and stuff, then that's good. Just we really back down way too easily. Like there's no, I don't know. Also, I guess like people actually really like drama, especially when it's about like big corporate shit, because like I think this is the most amount of viewers I've had like in a long time. I don't think I had this many like people watching, but yeah, I guess we're all angry. We're all angry, and it sucks, and life sucks, and I'm just I just hope that I'm making sense, but yeah. I think like speaking of like backbone, I guess this kind of makes me think about numbers on yeah. By numbers on Twitter, do you mean like followers, or I don't actually know how to shade this. Hold on. Affected. Yeah. It's true. Yeah. Yeah, Raiko, right? Raiko. The only one, the really big one I know is Raiko, but it's kind of wild actually. But yeah. Anyway, like the backbone thing does bring me like, does bring up a topic, cause I basically had because since the interns like told us that, oh, you know, they want to the interns like they want to like go to DigiPen, so like they our boss thought that it would be nice if like me and my other colleague who is kind of helping me also to manage them, since we're both DigiPen graduates, right? Like for us to look through their portfolios and kind of see, you know, if it's suitable, give them any advice. And we did give them advice. Like I think they meant it to be like an hour session, like half an hour per intern, but then it became more like 2 hours, I think, because we just kept talking so much. And like, I don't know, I feel like when you talk about like art review and a lot of stuff, like, you know, art is so ingrained to you as a person, right? Because the type of art you make is so closely tied to what you do, what you like, what inspires you, your life, right? All that stuff. So, and you can tell a lot about a person, and especially for like, I think one of the things that we were telling them was that yes, you can do good art, right? You can do super amazing art, you have the quality, but so does a lot of people, right? In the end, like what makes people want you is you know, whether they can see who you are from just your portfolio alone, right? And I think like that's a lot of things that a lot of people miss out. Like for me, I'm a one-trick pony, so like if you look at my portfolio, you can kind of tell like what I'm interested in, you know. You can kind of, I only do like one kind of thing. But for people who like, yeah, it's an identity thing that I feel like a lot of people like, they kind of skimp out on, because again, a lot of the times like we do work for school, right? We do work for school, and what happens is that a lot of the times our work just feels like any other school person, because we're so afraid to like do something out of the norm. We're so afraid to like, especially for artists ourselves, we're afraid to like put ourselves out there, which is weird, right? Which is weird that we have such little self-esteem when a lot of what our art is a window to ourselves. And I mean, it doesn't, that's the thing. But like that's what I was like telling the interns. No, what I mean is that obviously do what you need to, right? You need to put that schoolwork in there to get hired and stuff, right? But yeah, he's I think he was principal lecturer like after we left, after my batch left. I think he's been like that for a while, yeah. But as in what I mean to say is that a lot of the times like all the portfolios look a lot like each other, and even for like the schoolwork that you do, there's a reason why you do it a certain way, right? And you need to, and basically what we were telling them was that you need to make sure that that certain way is what is also on showcase. You can't just show that, yeah, this is the schoolwork that I did, and it's like, okay, well, this looks like every other schoolwork that everyone else has done, you know. Like somehow or another you need to at least have a bit of identity in it. And like it's like we're so afraid to showcase ourselves. It's like, oh shit, you know, I shouldn't put this thing that I'm really proud of inside because it might look, it's a bit tacky and stuff. And it's like, no, like put it in, you know, put it in, because like if you're proud of it, then you should put it in. Even if you, I don't know, I feel like if you think you're proud of it and you think it's like good, you should like totally put it in, you know. Because like I feel like in the end people want to see you, and sometimes if you're just not what they're looking for, then so be it, right? But I feel like, you know, you should still put, yeah, that's the thing, yeah, that's why. And I think I felt like when I looked at the interns, right, when I looked at their portfolio, they have personality in there, but it felt like they were trying to hide it a bit. And they were so like, when I asked them like, okay, it's like, okay, what about you, you know, like why are you doing this? And they get so like you know, yeah, but you don't have to put like an equal amount of everything. Like I think what we told them was that, yeah, put one or at least one of everything to show that you can do everything, but you know, put more of what you want to specialize in, what you like doing, so that they know that this is what you are, you know, kind of thing. Yeah, I do still think that you should put some of that stuff inside just to show that you do have that skill, because it gives people more confidence of hiring you when when they know that you can do a bit of other stuff as well. I just think that a lot of people trying to hide like what they want to do is personally a bad move for me, because even if you don't get hired for that, there is still that, I still think that showing your personality in your portfolio is very important. At least that was the advice I gave them. Like, obviously not that they have to go out of the way just to make like new stuff, because what I felt was that they already had the stuff, but it just felt like they were so scared of like showing it off, even though it was all like good stuff. And I think it was just the confidence that after that, like, I was like trying to ask them, okay, so why do you do this, why do you decide to do that? And they were like, and I'm like, are you scared of telling me, are you scared of telling me like what you like to do? And they're like, and so I was just like kind of telling them like, well, it doesn't, no, the thing is like, okay, even if you haven't done storyboarding in 4 years, you had the education to know how to do it. You have the basic knowledge to know how to do it. That basic knowledge, even if you think that, but I haven't done it in so long, it can help. It can help. I'm not kidding. It can help. Like, maybe you just put like one of your best stuff in there. It can be something small, but yeah, you just need to do it. But like, that's the thing. It's like they were so nervous about it. Andy, hello. Hello, welcome. Now there's 2 people called Andy. Andy A and Andy E. But yeah, like I think that's the thing. Like, I just kind of told them that they need to have confidence in stuff. It's like a lot of us, like, we're so scared of like showing ourselves when it's us that's the reason why we got into art in the first place. So like, I was just saying, like, be more proud of what you do. Don't be afraid to like let them know that, yeah, I like noir stuff, I like pastel stuff, because I don't know, it's like, it's still you, like, despite everything, it's still you. And yeah, like I think what I told them was actually the line that I used to get to where I work in, which is basically like, I specialize in this, but if you want me to do this, I can, and I will do my utmost to do it well. That was the advice that I gave them. Literally, that line works very well. I always tell everybody to say it. Like, even if it doesn't work for everybody, because it won't. I always tell them to say it.
Say what? Say what?
like this is what I want to do, but if I have to do this, I can also do it, and I will do my utmost best to be able to do it as well as what I want to do. That was literally the line I used to get into where I am. And I think that was also the line that a few of my friends use, because like they definitely, like, I was lucky in that I was hired obviously for what I wanted to be in, but some of my friends got put into stuff that they didn't really want to do, but they said, but in the end, like, they kind of liked it, and they also said like that was the, as long as you're willing to do it. Yeah. No, I get what you're saying, but like, I'm not saying that you have to erase your entire personality, because I just don't think that's a good idea either. Like, in the end, it's a portfolio, right? A portfolio is still has to show who you are, and like, obviously put in everything that you can do, because that is also important, because it's to show your skill set, but also be confident in the stuff that you like doing, because right now, like, I think it's very different from how it was last time. Now I think it's more important to like really stand out, because like, this might not apply to everyone, but this was what I decided to tell the interns, because they were good at everything. You can tell from their portfolio that they were good at everything. If they were to get hired for something else, they would do well in it. That's why I thought it was more important for them to like, yes, show them that you can do this, but don't be shy about what you're good at, kind of thing. It's that kind of thing. It's not, I'm not saying that like only show what you want to do and insist on it. I'm not saying that. I'm saying that like, don't spend so long in hiding. Like I just don't personally think that you should hide what you like to do, honestly. Like, be smart about it is what I'm saying, you know. But yeah, that was what I told them, because like I think they'll be fine anyway. Like, the portfolio was just for their school, but honestly I feel like if they wanted to apply for like a job with that portfolio, like they might be able to find somewhere. I mean, I don't know about this industry, but they might be able to find somewhere. It's my honest opinion. I think like everyone obviously has a different opinion of like what they would say, but I like, to me, even if you're starting out, obviously put everything, you know, put everything in there. And of course take the job if you really need the job. Of course take the job even if it's something you don't want, right? But I don't think it's a good idea to hide so much of yourself regardless, at least. But yeah, that's my opinion. That's how I would go about it. Like, I don't do 3D. I have no intention of going to 3D. I still put 3D in my stuff because I know that I needed to have at least something there. And I was very honest about it. I said that I am not good at 3D. I can do the basics. I'm not good at it. But if I have to be hired for 3D, I will take it. And I will learn how to do the 3D to the standards that you require, was what I also told the company that I'm working in now. You know. So I'm not stupid, right? I'm not stupid, and I'm not saying like, you know, ignore all the obviously basic important stuff. I'm just saying that like, it's also important to not focus so much on that you forget who you are. Because in the end, again, art is from the soul. But yeah, do what you need to get the job, but also like, you know, if you have a chance to show off yourself, why not just show off yourself, right? I think if we take like too much caution in it, then like it doesn't really reflect on us as well. And I think that's also a problem, especially when, you know, it's like no backbone, right? Like, do we, even if to get the job, like it's possible that we need to hide a bit of our identity just to get the job. But art in the end is about expression. And if you are aiming for like a high job, like you have to start somewhere. But if you're aiming for like a higher grade job, then you have to start showing yourself, right? So yeah, that's my opinion anyway. But yeah, as in, it's just kind of like, yeah, I don't know. I mean, that's what you see a lot in like a lot of those like portfolio critique and stuff, right? It's like so many people are saying that like, you know, all they see in a lot of portfolio nowadays is just like robotic schoolwork. That people are so afraid to show themselves that in the end they show nothing, and then they suffer for it as well. So obviously like there's different situations for everybody, but I still think that if you can show yourself, then, you know, like your portfolio should at least have 10% of your personality in it, you know? Like, it can't be 0, right? But yeah. What do you mean by still like that? Still like what? Also, I just realized that my idea of DigiPen, my impression of DigiPen is extremely outdated. I graduated like 8 years ago, like more than 8 years ago. No.
What? No.
Wait, what?
Fuck.
6 years ago? 5 years ago?
Started 8 years.
Oh, we started 8 years ago. Okay, 5 years ago. Sorry, my bad. That kind of portfolio structure. No, as in, I'm saying that like, because it's been 5 years, I realized that a lot of the stuff that I thought was DigiPen, like when I said something about DigiPen, then my juniors in the company were like, oh no, it's not like that anymore. And I'm like, what? You know, so even if I say something, I might be wrong, you know. And I'm gonna be very honest, I had a bit of a leeway with my portfolio, so I can't really say but I think it is, because at least like the advice that the teachers gave us was like, this is the advice that I'm giving is is my own advice, because the teachers were like the standard, put equal amounts in, put a bit more, a little bit more of what you like to do, but otherwise put varied stuff in, was what like was I remember was being told, and I was just like, I don't know. Yeah, I'm very stubborn about it, so like even if you tell me to put like more 3D, I'll be like, no, and I'll only put one just to hit the bare minimum. So I don't think I'm a good example. So like,
Do our lecturers said try not to put fan art in?
yeah, lecturers said try not to put fan art in, and you know what I did? I put all my fan art in. I put all my fucking fan art in, and then you know what the company told me? They told me, put the fucking fan art in. You know, so like exactly, like, you get what I mean? If you just follow like what the school says, and you just follow the safest route, then you're not gonna show the best of you, right? Like that's what I mean. That's what I mean by like, try not to limit yourself so much that it just becomes schoolwork, you know? Put that fucking fan art in. Like, literally, it made me so mad when they said like, don't put fan art in. I'm like, fuck you. I'm putting the fan art in. I'm gonna label it fan art if you're so adamant about it, you know? Like, fuck. There's no rule for it either, but I just don't see the point in trying to hide it, you know? Like, I don't see why there should be a rule that says like, you know, there should be a rule either way. I just think that personally, I just think that the most important rule is that you are true to yourself. Oh no, I didn't care. I put it in. I put it in even for the grade, because I was like fuck you. I didn't care. I'm very stubborn. I didn't care, and I got an A, so whatever. Sorry, Naraset. Yeah, sorry, Naraset. I got an A, so whatever. Yeah, like, I don't know. I just feel that like this is what I do art for. This is why I'm in the fucking school. Like, if you're not letting me put what I want, then like then why did I even come here, you know? Anyway, also because I already got enough of that shit like in back in Sota. So when I heard the same shit in DigiPen, I was just like, yeah, well, fuck. I don't know, yeah. Like, obviously be smarter than I am, but I just feel like if you can get away with it, get away with it, you know. I mean, if they were disappointed in me, would they have given me the A? You know? And also, like, you know, the grades thing, right? I've told it on stream before, but I don't think Josh has heard it. But basically, like, back in Sota, we had to... Actually, let me go and take some water and I'll come back real quick. Okay, yeah, so I'm back. So like, when I was in Sota and I was a freaking teenager, we had part of our grades were from sketchbook submissions, right? Like, we had to submit our sketchbook so that the teachers know the kind of stuff we do in our own free time and stuff. And my teacher was a bitch, and she really hated anime. She really hated the manga style, and she had a target on me because she knew that like I like to draw it, right? So you know what I did? I kept 2 sketchbooks. One sketchbook was for the anime things, was for my stuff, and I spent extra time like actually doing like fine art studies in the second sketchbook. So when it came time to like submit, I obviously only submitted the second one. And you know what that bitch did? That bitch was like, I know you draw anime, so I'm still gonna give you a C. And I was just like, what the fuck? I've never brought that sketchbook to class, by the way. I never brought that sketchbook to class. And the only time she saw me draw it was outside her class. So, and then I mean, I still passed, right? So, and I was a wee little girl, so I didn't like take any action. I was like, whatever, I passed. I'll just hide it better next time, I guess, because what else can I do? Like, yeah, I mean, so that's also kind of why I'm so stubborn, because I went through enough of that. And also because after that, like, I had a teacher who was just extremely supportive, and he told me that, okay, you can draw what you want, but also be aware of what the assignment is asking for. And he told me that as long as I could do that, he didn't care what style I drew it in. So that's what I did, right? I feel like obviously, yeah, there are some workplaces that are like no fan art, right? And I think that's on you to research, you know. That's on you to research. If you're going to apply, if you know that you're going to apply to a place like that, you should have done your research and you should have adjusted your portfolio accordingly. But otherwise, do whatever you want, you know, do what you need to do. Don't hide yourself, is what I was like. Yeah. You were anti-anime too? Character development. I don't know, like, to me, anime is just a style. Anime is just a style. There's no right or wrong style. Like, people are saying like, oh, you know, this animation is the cow art style, so therefore like I don't like it, it's so overproduced. And I don't agree with that either. To me, a style is just a style, you know. It's how you express yourself. I do not care. Like, that's what it is. Yeah. Yeah. My school teachers and my animation teachers were judging me drawing anime and Disney. Actually, to be honest, when I went to Digipen, like in America, for my exchange program, the teacher was very honest with me there too. He was saying like, oh, actually, so like here we don't really like condone. Okay, no, condone is not the right word. It's like we don't really like take very much note of this kind of anime style. And then he said like, but this one's nice, so I think it's okay, or something like that. I don't know. He let me get away with it. I was like, oh, thanks. Like, I don't know, man. If you want my best work, I'm gonna give it to you. If the assignment obviously explicitly says that, you know, this has to be done like this, then yeah, I'll do it like that, because I'm not stupid enough to like ignore the assignment. But if your assignment doesn't specify, your assignment says, you know, like, do something you like, then I'm gonna fucking do something I like, you know, like what the fuck. But yeah. Straight out of high school, 16-year-old me didn't shit. You didn't shit. So much shit inside you. No, I'm kidding. Yeah, I think it was the Blender teacher, like the ZBrush teacher. Yeah, the ZBrush teacher. Cause obviously I made like an anime style character and stuff. I forgot who though. Like, it's been so long, and like I only saw him for like what, 3 months. So. Oh, didn't know shit. Okay. He was like, 16-year-old me didn't shit. But yeah, as in I think we had to, like, I took the classes I took in the US were like, the classes I took in the US were very you know, like, oh, I don't want to take this back in Singapore, I'm gonna take them here, kind of thing. But I think everyone did that. We were all like planning together, like, wait, we should take this now. Please work. Please work. It's okay. I'm just pulling your leg. I know it was probably a typo. I just wanted to pull your leg. But yeah, I think that's why I'm a bit like adamant about it. Like, I'm all for like freedom of self-expression, and I also don't really agree like yeah the strat yeah exactly, like take this mod in the US because the teachers there teach this one better. I enjoyed Matt Muth though. I don't know if you guys had Matt Muth in the US, but he was really nice. He was really funny. I quite liked him. Matt Muth. But yeah. Everyone took law class there. We weren't allowed to take law class there, so we had to take it in Singapore. I don't know why it wasn't available for us, so we took it in Singapore. It was painful because I didn't like the teacher and I think the teacher was a mess, but I know a lot of people like her, so oh well, you know, but I didn't like her. But I sat through it anyway. I took the music sound mod back in Singapore with what's his name? Starts with V. He's Russian, right? That guy. Vuk? Yeah, Vuk, yeah. Oh yeah, we had to take law class on like copyright and stuff. Something like that. Yeah, law class. There was a module like that for us. Yeah. Copyright plagiarism things, yeah. Yeah. I think like that was so important actually. I quite enjoy the case studies, but I just didn't enjoy the teacher very much. I just did, but whatever, you know, like you do what you gotta do. I sat through it. I passed. I think I did quite well for law because like if you give me case studies on stuff like that, usually I do better with case studies kind of stuff. That's why we can go up in arms and power. Yeah. I think every school should honestly teach that. Like just one semester. Yeah, it's not enough definitely because we just got taught the basic stuff to like protect ourselves. But like, yeah. For us, I think the case studies that we did was a bit more relevant. It was more like, okay, so does this count as copyright? Why does this not count as copyright kind of thing? It was like obviously cases of like what counts as fair use and what doesn't kind of stuff. So it was still interesting, but yeah. Yeah, trademark logo infringement stuff is true, yeah. Like it's the bare minimum, but I think that it was still good to you know, learn a bit. Oh my god, my throat. I tend to like scream so loudly when it's about like on stream, when it's about stuff that I'm really passionate in, but yeah. What was it? I don't know. I remember that this is really embarrassing for me to say, but like it's also really funny whenever I remember it. I don't like that it was said about me because I don't like to be. I have water. Like Sandara said this about me, and I don't like that she said it about me because I don't like being put on the spot like that. Like I don't like being made the example for it, but apparently my juniors told me that Sandara very much told them in their first 2D class, you're not allowed to draw anime or manga unless you are this quality. And then apparently she put my work on the screen. I was just like, fuck. I mean, I didn't know that, but my juniors know that because like one of my juniors is my longtime friend. She's my booth mate, right? And like she was just like, ain't that what? And when she told me that, I was just like, why? I don't like this. Like, stop it. I don't like it. It's so stupid. Why? Let people draw what they fucking want. I don't understand. I'm not even that good. My God. Like the stuff that I gave to her is crap. The people nowadays, that's the basic quality that they can hit. It's so disgusting. I don't like. I was so like, why would you do that? Like. No. No. Ah! Oh my God. I hope like she's actually just taking my schoolwork and not like the other stuff that she sees on Facebook, because I think I'll cry. I think I'll fucking cry. But that was what I was told, and I was just like, I'm not seeing her face to face ever again. How dare you? I hope that, I mean, I'm pretty sure by now there's a better example to be made out of, not just me, right? I bet there's somebody who saw it in her class and they were like, "Psh, baby, watch me." And then they draw like the most beautiful thing ever. They draw like Arknight's level like splash art for Sandara, and Sandara's like, "Oh." Right. And I bet she shows it to like her son, her genius of a son, and the son is like, "Pff, baby, watch me." And then he just does like Alchemaniac style like art right there, and then she's like, "Oh, Sasuga, my son." Whoa, Sandara DM last time showing me a homework her student turned in, and it's a trace of my art 401 that I summoned to.
What?
Oh. Oh. Josh, oh no. I would imagine. I think if someone like traced my shit and submitted it, I'd be like, especially someone it's like school stuff, right? I'd be like, are you fucking stupid? Also like, why would you trace me? I was covering my eyes. When I cover my eyes, like the camera can't sense. Oh my God. But yeah, her son is a genius. Also, like, actually, there was a case like of someone in my cohort doing something that I'm pretty sure got him like kicked out. I don't know if you guys heard about it. You told her to keep in the loop. I see. I do have her on like Facebook and stuff, but like I don't really talk to her, I don't think. And sometimes she likes my stuff, sometimes I like her stuff, but I don't think we ever really like commented. And like I'm just not very vocal, and neither is she. You know how she is. But yeah, like anyway, there was this one guy in my cohort. He got held back a year, so he didn't graduate with us. But I think there was a concept art course that you have to be like, she has to approve you for you to get in, and it's apparently like notorious for being like quite difficult to get in, and quite a lot of people really wanted to take that class because it's really good like class, especially if you want to be like, you know, concept artist and stuff. And for some reason he got in, like this guy got in, even though like amongst our batch he's quite known to be like quite a heavy like plagiarizer or something like that. Like he plagiarizes a lot, he cuts a lot of short. I don't remember really having that either, because if I did, if I knew about it, I think I would have signed up for it. But either way, there was this class, right, this specialized class that they got to take, and for some reason this guy, she let him in, and he's rich, right? His father owns a company, and I think he was just like going through DigiPen. He does like to draw and stuff, and he does like games, so I guess that's why he chose it. But I think he probably needed a degree just to like justify, like, you know, his father passing the company to him or something like that. For that class, he did the very, very legal, very ethical, so ethical thing of commissioning an artist to do his homework for him, cause he's rich. And Sandara didn't know, I think. Sandara didn't know. But obviously a lot of students in the class knew, right? So they obviously told her. And yeah, pay to win. They obviously told her, and she from what I heard, she yelled at him, told him to get out of the class. I don't know, maybe this was exaggerated for dramatic effect because obviously I was not there. But he left the school after that, so yeah. The thing is, he this is really funny for our English class, like, you know, the first one that everyone got PTSD from. He basically wrote Sword Art Online and submitted it. He copied the whole of Sword Art Online and submitted it for that class. And obviously the teacher does not watch Sword Art fucking Online, so she didn't know, and he passed. And that was during our first year. So none of us had the balls to like accuse anyone just yet. We were like, oh, you know, we gotta be good friends. Uni is supposed to be a fun time. Yeah, right? So we didn't say it, but the funny thing is that like I was one of the better students for that class. So I think he sent it to me, and all of us, like the day before the deadline, we were all like pulling all-nighters. I think all of us put all-nighters just to finish it. Me and a few other friends were at a classmate's house, so that because his English was really good and we could get him to like check our stuff. And then that guy sent his stuff to me and was like, hey, that other guy seems busy, can you just help me look through, see if I need to change? I read it and then I messaged him back like, is this not just Sword Art Online? He was like, no, I changed it a bit. I changed the characters' names and I changed the name of the powers or some shit like that, you know. It's just like and I was like, but it's still Sword Art Online. I think I'll just submit it anyway. And I was like, okay. I think like for him, he had the basics down. That's why like he could do it. But I think it was also our fault that we had no backbone and we didn't call him out on it. So that was also a thing. But yeah, no, I mean, the thing is, even if he didn't make it look different, like, it's not like the teacher read Sword Art Online. It's not like the teacher fucking, you know, it's not like the teacher watches anime. Yeah, he really is. The thing is, he already had a fiance when he entered like university, so guy was sad, you know. They were already like going to be married. Definitely my class only had people not showing up in class for a very long time. Yeah, we had people who just dropped out, which is like fair, because I feel like sometimes you like doing art, and then you do art, and then you realize that, you know what, I don't really want to do this as a job, I want to do this as a hobby. So you just go like, bye, and then you just leave. Hi Lucky, hello. I'm posture. Hello. But yeah, so that was a thing. So much things happened in uni. There was someone in the years below me that did search up Jojo Mpreg while sitting in our class. Well, they are hero. She, they are very much a hero. A Chad. Yes. Search up Mpreg in class. Go ahead. Don't search up Mpreg in class, but like, what a Chad. I don't know.
Wait, on the school PC?
On the school, well, if it's on the school PC, ultra Chad, especially if you got away with it, you know. Art school, it's true. There was a guy, I remember back in high school in Sota, like there was a guy who, while the teacher was teaching, he was just like, he had his PSP under the table and he was just playing like the Naruto Street Fighter equivalent. Like he was just playing it. And it was so scary because like at one point the teacher was right beside his table and she was just teaching, like she was just talking, and he just kept going and I was right behind and I was just like, what? How are you doing this? Actual ninja. Not gonna lie, I did play FE Awakening during some classes. Yeah, I mean, I also played you know, like when before I became an FF14 artist, I was into this idle game called Idolish. Fuck you, Idolish 7, and Idolish 7 is a rhythm mobile game, and back then I think it's the same as Project Sekai, right? You have to play if you want a Tekken tournament on the last. Oh my god. Yeah, everyone has done it. But yeah, like back in the days of rhythm mobile games, if you wanted to get event rewards, you have to play the same song 50 million times, and playing songs takes very long because one song is 1.5 minutes, and playing it 50 million times, well, you can do the math. And basically I played those songs in class because, you know, I had my laptop, and the laptop screen is enough for me to cover my, you know, me playing on my phone and shit. So yeah, that was how I grinded for events, and people were like, damn, Minz, you in school, how you ranking up? And I'm like, yeah. Yeah, I learned how to play rhythm games without sound through sheer muscle memory and reaction, so that I didn't need to hear the music while playing a music game. Yeah. So that I could rank in stupid mobile game. That was so stupid, actually. It was so stupid, but it was fun. But yeah, everyone did that. Everyone did that, I'm pretty sure. In fact, I'm still doing it now. No, I don't play games at work, but like I was trying to like so like recently I've been trying to kind of pick up my Japanese again, because I realized that, wow, my Japanese is so shit. I don't even dare to. I go to JP Fan Fest and I don't even dare to talk to the JP people there. Like, all I said was 写真を撮ってもいいですか at the cosplayers, because they're so fucking pretty, right? And that was all I said because I was so shy, and they were like, oh, 大丈夫です, and I'm like, oh, arigato, you know, that's all I said. And then like and then I was just like, man, I wish I could like converse with them more, like have more of the confidence to converse with them, like, you know, your cosplay is so poggers. It is beautiful. You show the essence of the character so well. Blah 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 blah. You know, like to be able to say that to them. And so I thought that I should pick up Japanese again. And sometimes I would just do a few questions in between work. Don't tell people. But I'm in a Japanese company, right? So therefore it should be okay. Yeah, but I think yeah, I mean, yeah. But yeah. Oh my god, my throat. This is 1, 2, 3. Fuck, the gun blade. Fuck. Oh my god. I love Mr. Thancred Waters, but his gun blade. No. Nah. But yeah. You openly study JP? Well, yeah, but like I've been. Oh, thank you. I have like 5 reference pieces like on here, and like I don't know. I'm just like studying the colors and hoping they make sense. I feel like Renee does this sort of colors like way better than I ever could, but I'm just trying my best. I'm just trying my best. Thank you though. This is so pressurizing to me, because this is, you know, I said this was for a zine. This is the freaking cover. She is, yeah. But it's actually like so amazing, because if you look at her painting process, like the base colors she chooses is very similar to like the base colors that I choose. It's just that she knows how to work with filters a lot more. So then like she puts like if you look at her latest one, she puts like so much filters that it literally becomes like a whole other thing. And it's just like she just knows how to like use those things, yeah. But at the same time, like I find that I don't really learn a lot from her speed paints because of that. But yeah. Like I watch them and I'm just like, yeah. I think it's just like her workflow, which is great. It's good that she found a workflow that works for her. But I think like for me, like I'm not that great at filtering that much, so like I just don't really do it. I rather just study like the combination and be able to do it like manually, I guess. It's just different way of working. Also, like she paints, I don't paint. I still like depend on line art a lot, so it's just different. But also like how to say, like I don't exactly want to like her colors are good, right? But I don't want to color like that. Does that make sense? Like because I realize the kind of art that I like like the kind of colors that I prefer to have in my work. Let me find the example. They are no, but you are powerful too, Andy. You know, like I think like being able to do so much with like cell shade and gradients is also very powerful. You know, so. Oh my God, Shams! Hello. Hello, sorry, oh my God, it's on his like cock. Sorry, I said cock. Hello, thank you for the raid. Thank you. I'm just I'm just drawing and ranting. Thank you for the raid, Shams. How was your drawing stream? I noticed that you were drawing today as well. How was your drawing stream? Been dipping into more painting recently. Haven't done as much cell shading recently. Yeah, it's always good to try new stuff. Hello, thank you for the raid. Welcome. I'm just drawing for a zine, and actually I don't think I'm supposed to show this zine, but I'm just showing it anyway. Hello. I'm so bad at introducing myself. I draw, and You made zero progress. Don't say that. I'm pretty sure you made progress. I don't believe you. I'm pretty sure you made progress. Guys, tell me how much progress Shams made. Tell me how much progress Shams made and tell me that she did a lot. I guess this counts as painting, like what I'm doing. I'm technically painting because I'm not really cell shading. But like I depend on lines like too much. I can't do like, you know, lineless painting. Like it's too hard for me. She drew very pretty dragon scales. Whoa, wait, like dude, dragon scales are so hard to actually manually draw. Shams, you did a lot. Shams. Talk about hot otome 3D, man. Oh, Love and Deep Space? I'm guessing it's Love and Deep Space. Like that's the most recent hot otome 3D man that I know of. Everybody knows. Yeah, I mean like the ads are everywhere, so like it's impossible for me not to know. Are you playing it? If you are you enjoying it? But yeah, anyway, I was like talking about like how much progress Shams made. Yes. What are their names actually? But yeah, so like anyway, I was telling them like the kind of art that the kind of colors I kind of want to have is something like this. Where's my wife Palace? Something like this, you know. Wait, that's Arknight's. Yeah. I've been studying Arknight's coloring a lot, but also not exactly the color palette because obviously this is not the color palette that I just showed, and I am never getting as like, you know, I'm not gonna be reaching that level anytime soon. But that's the kind of colors I want to have in my work, or like something like that. Like, I prefer those sort of like colors, the sort of style. You just quit the game not so long ago. Nah, come back. You quit out of Salt. It's still coming back to hunt me. It's a good game, but yeah, I understand. It's not for everyone. Dragon scales are hard to draw. Like, of course it'll take long. You did good, man. You drew at least one skill, and that's good, you know. That's good. Been kind of feeling the itch for a mobile game. Arknights is a contender. I mean, give it a try. Give it a try. You know, if it's not your thing, then you know it's not your thing. There's also Reverse 1999. You played for almost 3 years. I actually played for I actually took a year-long break for Arknights as well. Like I played since launch, and then around the Suzerain banner I kind of stopped playing seriously, and I only came back to like roll for the itch, but I didn't really play until Summer Gavil, which was like a year ago now, you know, until the Unchained character, because I wanted Unchained Texas. I see. Oh, you rage quit? Well, technically it's normal for them to be delayed, I guess, but yeah, I remember that delay was quite bad. But yay, she's out, and I guess you didn't get her because you didn't play, but yeah, I came back around Summer Gavil, and I've just been playing like slowly getting back into it. You didn't play. Well, I mean, whenever you come back, then you can just save the 300 rolls, I guess. But yeah, I mean, I feel like Arknights is a game that you can get like either burned out on, or like there's a lot of reasons to quit. Like, I mean, I would know. I came back after like a year-long break, but yeah. You miss your Silver Ash baby? Aw. He will always be there. He will always be there. But yeah. But yeah, that's the kind of colors I kind of want in my art. But like, I don't know, because on one hand I also really like bright colors, and I like playing around with colors. So I don't know, I feel like it's just a lot of it depends on my mood, I think. It is not for everyone though. I know like some people, like they just don't want to touch it because it is like tower defense, and tower defense is not something that a lot of people want. Oh yeah, I think one thing I like about Arknights recently is that they've been slowly adding a lot more languages for the voice acting. Like similar to Reverse, like more like Reverse is similar to it, but Arknights has a lot of characters that are obviously from like specific countries, right? So like I think recently they've been doing a really good job in adding stuff like, oh, Russian VAs for obviously Russian characters, Italian VAs for obviously the Italian characters, you know, kind of thing, which is really nice. Is it? Surprisingly, I feel like it's always been like touted as a tactical game. I actually missed the R6 collab, which I kind of regret because I wasn't really playing at the time and I just missed it. I think everyone I knew who was playing also like kind of got burnt out at that time, so they also missed it. You got into Arknights because you thought, no, same. Actually, I got into Arknights 1 because obviously the game looked pretty, right? But I also got into it because Alchemaniac was drawing for it, and like Alchemaniac is a friend from like long ago. So I was like, oh, even if I didn't want to play for the art, I would play for his art, you know, to support him. And I did. I mean, I didn't buy all the skins that he draws, but I make sure to roll for all his characters. You know, so yeah. I'm so glad. It's so surreal that like he's like gotten like so big. Like I'm so happy for him, honestly. How do you I don't. Do you see the amount of art I've been putting out lately? It's like close to zero. It's close to zero. I don't like I have a backlog of games and stuff, and I feel like Arknights is like if I really don't have the time, I just watch a guide just to complete the event. Like that's it. Because like sometimes I really just don't have the time to like figure it out myself. But I really don't find that as much time to draw, and if I draw, it's because I'm not playing games. Like, I ignore them. So I'm a normal person. Don't yeah. I'm a normal person. Well, no, but you put so much thought into your stuff, man. And you're doing like original things, you know. I'm doing like fan art. Like, that's like, not saying fan art is easier, but you know, it's like I don't have to concept as much because it's like right there. Anyway, I'm just saying. Okay. I'm just saying. You do so much, you know. You have to contact all your own suppliers and stuff, like every time, and you have to like keep up with like your freelance and shit. You know, I think you're doing a lot. But yeah. I finished 13 Sentinels and I started AI Somnium Files, but I had to stop because my hand has a bit of carpal tunnel. Please take care of yourself. Please take care of yourself. Do you enjoy 13 Sentinels? How was it? Don't talk about yourself like this, Sherms. You also do really great. Actually, you didn't really say anything about yourself. I'm just saying that you're great. But yeah. For me, it's like I'm really glad whenever like a friend gets the recognition they deserve. Like, I think for Renee, like, I know like a lot of you think that Renee is like really a really big artist now, but she took really long to even hit 10K. You really enjoyed it? That's great. That's great. I'm glad you enjoyed it. Like, I think Renee was stuck at like, Renee was so underrated for like more than 7 years, I think. She only really started picking up like what did she draw that got her like more on the radar? I forgot what she drew, but like, yeah, but please take care of your hands. Like, your hands are so, yeah, I hope it gets better soon. AI Somnium Files will always be there, you know. Your hands, like, once they're gone, they're gone. Did she draw Genshin? You know what? That might be the reason why I didn't know. Because I mute everything that's Genshin related. I guess. That might have been the reason why, actually. Like, I mute everything that's Genshin related, so maybe I just didn't know. Yeah, I just know that she like blew up, like, which I thought was like about time, because I think she was stuck at like 4K followers for like a good 5 years or so. And it was only like after that like she started, you know, like getting more attention. Look, man, I'm very open about my dislike for MiHoYo. Okay. I just don't, like, why would I? You know? Why would I? But yeah, I'm glad, okay. Like, I saw a lot of people blow up because of Genshin, which is like good for them. But also, like, I see the amount of drama that people get, and I'm like, good for them. I don't know. Good, yeah. But yeah, Genshin is like, if you're lucky, it's like the one-way ticket to like internet fame, I guess. You cannot with Genshin anymore. Like, the fandom or like the game? I mean, she's one of those people, she herself said it on private, like, she never gets outblocked, and you're just like, okay, sometimes everyone needs a genius in their life, I guess. Like, she's just that genius. I remember she said on her private that she's like, I've never actually gotten outblocked before, and Noah was like, what the fuck? Like, I remember that, and I was just like, yeah. She just really likes drawing, I guess, you know. And she is also like kind of freelance, I guess. Now she's not. I think she found like a job recently. But I mean, some people are just built like that, you know. I can't. I need to take breaks here and there. You mostly the game. I just don't like having no story progression and just new short stories switch in between to intro new characters. Yeah. I mean, I heard about that a lot, but I'm not gonna say too much about Genshin because obviously I never touch it. All I've consumed of Genshin are like the porn, I think, because yeah. I mean, some people can just do that, you know. Some people can just do that, which is great for them. Like, and I don't think people should feel bad about not being able to put out art consistently, right? Because, you know, it's just how people is. I stopped feeling bad about it like long ago because I'm just like, if I can't draw, that's just me, you know. I still think that the stuff I'm putting out, if I can be happy with the amount that I put out, then, you know, yahoo, yippee. Yeah. That's just how I see it. This is the first time I'm drawing properly this year too. Oh my god. Yeah, I think I've said this so many times. I'm not even surprised that I got burnt out because I really think I drew a lot last year. Okay, and yeah, it is like to some people it works out, to others like it might not work out, and I don't think anyone should feel bad for like not being able to be more consistent because in the end, like, you know, it's just a hobby. Some people can do it, some people don't. It doesn't matter to me. I don't think you're like worse one way or another. Yeah. For me, like, I definitely will not feel good about myself if I put out art that consistently because like I would start to think like, wow, everything I'm drawing is just the same. So I'd rather just like be a bit slower on that, which is fine. Like if I feel like drawing, I'll feel like drawing, you know. I did draw a lot, and I feel like most of it is because like I was preparing for conventions, and I did draw that book, which I'm surprised I didn't get art block from that because like the thing is when I feel like art block right now, when I feel like tired and burnt out, I don't think it was because of the art book. Like the art book maybe was a part of it, like yeah, obviously I needed to rest, but I think it was like just the combination of the art book and then like me having to prepare for like 2 conventions in succession, you know, and one of them being so like nerve-wracking, and it's just I don't know. I feel like all the conventions last year except for one were just not great mentally for like different reasons. Like not all of them were not great financially, but most of them besides one were not great mentally. I think like I got like different types of mental attacks from each one. Sometimes I just get a bit more skill block than ideas. Yeah. In fact, I think I'm being skill blocked right now. Okay, if you look at what I'm doing for this, you can tell I don't know what the fuck I'm doing. I'm just trying to like, I'm trying my best. But yeah, I think like I mean, I've gotten over the mental stuff. I think like I've made peace with it, but it has evolved into very real like burnout in the sense that like I want to pull out of Dojima. Like for real, I actually want to pull out of Dojima. Like I want to just tell my booth mates that I don't want this booth anymore. You guys can go ahead, but I don't want to be there because I just don't feel like I don't feel like preparing for yet another con. I don't want to make merch. I don't know. Like I have merch that I want to make, but I don't want to make merch. Does it make sense? Like there's merch that I eventually want to make, but I don't want to make them now. I don't know. I just like I think I mentioned it before, but like for me making merch is like it requires me to be in a specific mood. Yeah, I don't feel like because when I draw merch, even if I enjoy drawing the merch, to me it's still like I am doing this for merch. I'm doing this because I have to do this for the convention that I signed up for and already paid money for. And I feel like that's different from me being like, I'm drawing Leda-chan kissing Thancred again, you know. And I just don't feel like being in that mindset, even if there's still a few more months. Like, at the same time, I haven't told my booth mates yet about my plan because I keep thinking like I do want to release another book this year. And what if I want to release it at Dojima, you know? What if it's the only other con that I'm going to get in at, right? But now I'm like thinking, why do I care? Maybe I'll just print like 20 copies and I'll just put it up online. The people who get it, get it. The people who don't get it can get the digital copy, you know? Like, I feel like just doing that. You get what I mean? Like, I feel like just doing that. So, like, more and more, I just don't want to rush for something. I don't know. I just don't want to feel like I have to rush for the convention. I want to take a break from conventions. Like, I say that every year, but this year feels really like this. I really want to take a break this year. And, like, seeing how... I know his tattoo is not there. I will draw it in later. Like I always put the tattoo last, but like more and more, I just feel so shit. Like it's not really about the financial wise. I think it's just more like it's no longer a space for people who yeah. No, I mean, I feel like it's a good motivator, but at the same time, like, I think it's just, like, I can't just have an art book there. You know, I can't just have an art book there. I need to make other stuff. Yeah, I think financially was more of, like, the AX stuff, you know. Like, but that one you already know, and I'm kind of over it. Right, but... A mutual of mine was at a con recently. It was complete bust. She barely made any profit for the expenses. Yeah, I think like what I mean more, at least I guess personally, is that it's no longer a space for people who do it as a hobby like I do. You know, when I go to cons, I don't do it for a living. I do it because it's fun. And I get that for a lot of people it is a living, and I'm happy that, you know, they managed to get a living out of it, but they managed to earn a living out of it. But I think conventions are very much aware of that, and they are very much capitalizing on that to the point that it's no longer a space that is catered to people who just want to booth at a con to share their interests. It's no longer a space for that. It's what I felt. Like, I know that me basing it off AFA in November is not fair, because AFA has been commercialized for like a really long time, and it's not fair for me to base it just on that, because there's a lot of other conventions, smaller ones, that, you know, are more suited for what I'm going for. But yeah, but I don't feel like, I don't know, because sometimes like I can't just, it's very stressful for me to, you know, as a hobbyist, to like be able to kind of discern like, oh, should I go for this one? Should I go for that one? You know, I just want to have fun. And if I have to like map out which convention is more suited for me, that's not a hobby anymore, that's a job. Hello, long time no see. Welcome back. Oh my god, the pink that you chose for your username is so like, it's so unique, because no one else uses that pink, so it's like it catches my eye whenever you're here. Hello, long time no see. Yeah, exactly. Like the booth prices are like the pinkiest pink. Yeah, the pillest and pinkiest of all pink. It's like that's what I mean, right? Because obviously, like the organizers for these events, they know that people really want, they need this booth space. You know, they're like, you want a booth because that's how you eat. Well, pay these prices, or like suck my ass. You know, like that's yeah. It kind of be that way. Is this? Oh, this is black. Okay. Yeah. How's everyone doing? Take care. Anyway, recently it's been tough for us artists. It is, yeah. I hope you're doing well too. I think at least for me, I'm getting by, but I hope that everyone else who is also like feeling the struggle is able to get by at least. I hope opportunities fall in your lap and stuff, you know, and you don't get outblocked, and everything that you want to draw turns out exactly how you envision it. Yippee! But yeah, it's like the more I look at the convention scene, the more I'm just like, it's not for me, and I don't want to have to like think about, you know, I'm already so busy with my own stuff. Manifest. That's right, manifest. I'm already so busy with my own stuff that I don't want to have to put in the extra effort to like be like, okay, this con is for me because it's more for the hobbyists and stuff, but then like, but no one is really going to this one, and I still want to meet people. My friends are not going for this one, so I don't really want to go for, you know, the kind of thing. It's like, that's too much effort for me, and that's a me problem, I guess. To be honest, I'm pretty depressed today. I was pretty unoptimistic about working someday at a game studio, but yesterday's news was another big blow. Yeah. Yeah. We were talking about it just now at the start of the stream, like how it's just the stuff that's been happening the past year, the stuff that has happened just, for me it's this morning, I guess for you it was yesterday, yeah. It's not great. It's not great for people who want to be here and stuff. And I think like when I look at the convention scene, it's also the same. Like, yes, there's still a lot of, like, I mean, people still tell me that there's still a lot of events for new people to, like, if they want to try out boothing. But I just feel like more and more it's getting harder and harder for people who are starting out, you know, to like keep going. It's hard, and it's only gonna get harder, I feel, unless like we kick the business people out. You know, but that's not really gonna happen, I don't think. And yeah, I don't know, because in the end the artists, like, I think it's good for like the people that are able to make, like, you know, at least your Thancred is cheering me up. Yay! I'm glad. I'm glad. Yeah, the vote for this will be private until the zine releases. So there's that, which I don't really want to private this because I feel like the conversations we're having here are like really important for a lot of reasons. But I don't want the zine people to yell at me. Sure, I will be privating this VOD at least until they at least announce the zine cover. I'm glad that you think the rendering is good, because honestly I'm struggling. Like I haven't been very motivated to draw. I've actually been procrastinating on it. I finished like the flats, the line art and flats for this like 2 weeks ago. And I didn't touch it for like entire week. Honestly, I don't know where that entire week went. Like, it felt like I blinked and I was like, oh my god, it's the 23rd, and I was like, fuck, I need to start like doing this, if not I'll die. Like because like the check-in is in is like on the final submission deadline is on the 28th, and I'm dying. So like I'm like, oh, holy fuck, you know, I gotta do this. It's gonna be a time capsule. Yeah, it is. I mean, I think Yace wants to release this in like early February, so it's not gonna be privated for very long, I don't think. like either early February or like mid February. So, and because this is the cover kinda, and I'm not really showing like the full thing. I don't even think I'm gonna finish this stream. Definitely my goal was to get most of him done, which I guess not really, like I think there's still a lot, but like the gunblade is gonna kill me, but I think I'm not gonna count the gunblade. I'm just gonna slowly do the gunblade like another day. But yeah, like it's not gonna be gone for very long, but I think don't give up. I don't know, it's really, I know it's really, it feels very empty for me to say this, like don't give up, but literally don't give up. Or even if you decide not to join the industry anymore, don't stop drawing, I guess. Don't stop creating, because the only way those fuckers are gonna win is if we stop creating altogether, you know? Like, we have to keep going. So keep your chin up, and I hope that like at least you'll find some motivation. Capitalism will never get out creative. That's right. Like, even if I stop like boofing at events, right, I will still like, I want to try and be able to live is a bad word, be able to like still sell my merch via just like online stores. Which reminds me, I told myself that I was supposed to pack some stuff before stream. It's fine, it's not a lot. I'll pack it after the stream. Yeah, but like I feel like, okay, you know, it's possible for me to sell stuff. I just won't print as much as I usually do, and I'm not gonna like I'm gonna plan my stuff a bit smarter now. Like I think for conventions I'm always like, oh, I gotta draw like this many characters, but I think like I'm just gonna slow down myself, you know, which is a thing that people have been telling me to do for the longest time. Like what, like Andrew has always been telling me, like, you don't need to draw every fucking character, you don't need to draw like 15 characters in one go, you know. And it's like, it's true, but then I'll go like, but yeah, I feels like this needs to be a set, and like I need that to be a set, and I want to draw this you know, kind of thing. And then it spirals on from there. But I think like I'm at a place where I should just make what I want, honestly. If you guys buy, thank you. If not, I also understand. And I will just not print as much. And I just feel kind of sad because whenever people go like, are you gonna reprint this? And I'm like, I for you, I will. And then it's like, it bites me in the ass because then like, you know, I have like limited quantity, and then like, I need to print a minimum quantity for it to be worth it. And then like, oops, now it's too much to sell. So I think like, you don't have new things at every con anymore. But the thing is, I feel like I'm a, you know, I don't know. I think it's because like your stuff has long shelf life. My stuff does not really have long shelf life, I don't think. At least it feels like it doesn't. So, but yeah, I think I want to see like how well I can do with like just the online store this year. Because anyway, most of the people in like who buy my stuff are from overseas anyway. So, and Singaporeans, I don't know. Maybe my countrymen are not the market I want. I don't know. You know. Yeah, I ship worldwide. My stock's still up. It's just that I haven't been restocking, and I don't really plan on doing a restock anytime soon because I'm a bit tired. I'm gonna be very honest, I'm a bit tired. No, Andy, why did your color change? Did you come back? Why is this? What is this? Is this? Who made these icons? They're so good. They're so good. Who made these icons? My friends told me to get something from UNX and I was confused. They didn't know you were from Singapore. What? They didn't know? Why? I feel like I say on Twitter every time like, as a Singaporean. No, okay, I don't say that as a Singaporean, but I feel like I go like, I don't know. I feel like I mention where I'm from like every other day. That's so funny. Actually, back when I was drawing like I7, a lot of people thought I was Japanese because I mostly spoke in Japanese because it was a Japanese fandom. And then like when like some people follow me, like some English speakers follow me, and then I follow them back because I'm like, oh yeah, nice art. And then sometimes they'll tweet something and then I'll agree with them, right? And I'll be like, oh yeah, I agree with you, like yeah, this it sucks. And then they're like, you can speak English? And I'm like, English is my first language? And they're like, what? And I think I got like quite a few people going like, I thought you were Japanese. And I'm like, I'm not. In fact, I don't think the Japanese think I'm Japanese because my Japanese is so bad. Like, I was surviving off like minimum phrases and shit. But yeah, I'm going back into studying it now, so maybe I will trick more people. Nah, I won't. But yeah, that's kind of funny. How did they not know? That's so funny. But yeah, I think like I do want to make bottles, mostly for myself. I think like I want to make bottles, and you know, I've been trying to find a passport holder for the longest time, and I've not been able to find a passport holder that I like. So I'm going to just make one for myself. I'm just gonna make a FF14 one for myself. And I found a supplier kind of, but I haven't contacted them yet, so yeah. I want to make a bottle because I don't know, I've been wanting to make clear bottles for a long while already, and then I want to make a passport holder. I want to make a luggage tag also. I also want to make a luggage tags, but you know, this is just stuff like for me. If any of that sounds interesting to you guys, then yay, yippee, yahoo, you know. And then I want to make my book. I want to make my second book for my children. Yeah, because like I was like thinking like also because okay, this is really embarrassing to say, but my friend, one of the friends that luggage checks come with passport holders for a lot of money. Oh, okay, then I'll keep searching for like a bundle thing. Hi, I'm told this was a molding stream. You missed the molding. I molded for 2 hours. Make sure your supplier does several unlimited changes. Okay, I will. Thanks for the advice, senpais. Yeah. Okay, it's so embarrassing. So like one of the okay, good night Lucy, see you never. One of the I want to make one. I've been planning it, but I want to make one. Yeah. One of the friends that I brought to FanFest with me with my extra ticket is really in touch with the Japanese fandom, and she told me that there's a FF14 only event in November. I haven't signed up for it yet, and honestly I actually don't know when sign up closes. It might already close, I'm not sure. I kind of want to try for it because before COVID happened, I made a lot of doujins. Like I made doujins at least one every year. At one point I was stupid enough to try and make 2 doujins a year. I don't know how. Yeah, Fen, like I think she told Fan about it too. So how was FanFest? Oh, I'll talk about FanFest later, but let me finish this first. But yeah, like I want to kind of maybe make doujins again. It's a bit embarrassing because you know how Japanese. No, it's okay. Don't need to apologize. It's okay. A lot Japanese events is like they are quite strict with their booth, in that like you have to say what kind of booth you are. You can't just say that, oh, I'm a FF14 general booth. Like, you know, you have to be a bit more specific. So like for my friend, she likes to draw Vashan, right? So she's a Vashan booth kind of thing. And like so I'm kind of stuck between drawing Warcrit or my stupid rare pair of Thancred and Graha, because on one hand I'm like, I'm not sure if like it's still open till February 29. Okay, I got the month. Thank you for helping me check. I I I feel like in Japan the wall stuff isn't as big. There is wall stuff, but I feel like it isn't as big as in the western side. And I was like, maybe it's safer to start with NPCs, but the only NPC ship that I would ever want to draw, because there's already so much, I'm already so well fed with Thancred and Urianger that I I want to draw. No one's gonna make Gra and Thancred Dojin. I'm gonna be the only one, okay? I have to make my own food. I have to make it for the people. People is me. And maybe Morika. I know Morika likes it too. And maybe like that one friend that I dragged into it. I don't know. Yeah. Oh my god, but like I don't even have an idea for it. Would you? Would you? You're not just saying that because you're trying to be nice, right? Like, you don't have to buy it. I understand. It's not gonna be R18. I don't think I'm ready for that yet. I don't really want to be known as the person who starts off with that, you know. But I really want to do it. Actually, I might. If I'm crazy enough, I might do both and just be like, oh, I'm a Thancred centric booth. But why is oh my god, I'm so embarrassed. Hi. Hello. Welcome to the stream. I'm sorry, I don't turn that thing on as often anymore because I realize it lags my shit a lot. I'm so sorry for people throwing stuff at me. I'll turn it on one day when I'm a bit more confident with my computer handling it. For some reason, it doesn't really lag for FF14, but then like I kind of forget it. Yeah, I mean, I'll try to remember to sign up. I am also a bit afraid because I'm getting my house this year, so I don't know if I should actually like go overseas again, but I'll think about it. Hey, you don't know where I live. You've never been to my house. Oh yeah, save my work, thank you. Okay, so about FanFest. Okay, so as you guys might know, yeah, I'm so glad. Yeah, I'm sorry, I'm taking a shotgun rifle and I'm shooting you. Anyway, like for FanFest, it's a bit different. How Japan one works is different from US and Europe, in the sense that there is two different types of tickets, right? The stage only, where you're only allowed to sit at the seats and watch the stage programs, and obviously the full one. I was not lucky enough to get the full ticket, which I'm not really that sad about, because all the stuff that I wanted to be at FanFest for was mostly the stage stuff. So I was fine with getting like the stage only. So I managed to win the stage only ticket, and I would never wish the ballot system for Japan's lottery ticket onto anybody. Like, you guys have it good. Yeah. I'll be heading off. Please take care of yourself. Thank you. Yeah, it's really stressful, but even if I don't booth at Dojima, I will probably still visit because Ezra's gonna be there and I want to see overseas friends, so I'll probably still be there. And if you're there, then I'll come visit you and say hi if you're not too busy. Yeah, please have a good rest as well. Thanks for dropping by. Thanks for the raid. But yeah, so I will not wish Japan FanFest like lottery onto anybody. It was quite painful. Busy also, I'll make time. Okay, I'll stalk you. I'll sit in front of your booth until you're not busy. But yeah, it was fun. I think I spent more like on the first day I wasn't really at the venue much. Like I was with a friend, and after the keynote and after lunch, we kind of just sat together until the concert because I actually missed the death panel. I intended to stay for the death panel, so I did not get to see Green Graha live. But I wanted to stay for it, but I got really hungry, and I have a history of like stomach problems. So usually if I get like hungry, I'll be like, fuck it, just go and eat. I can watch the VOD. I still haven't watched the VOD anyway. Yeah, so it was fun. And then like me and friend just we found a cafe to sit at, and we talked for about FF14 drama and raid drama for like 4 hours or something. It was really fun. And yeah, it was really cold. And I don't know, like, okay, so I know that people are saying like, oh, you know, yeah, it's kind of funny because the part of the raid drama was about tea, like the fight tea. So yeah, you are right. Like, so the thing is, like, I know a lot of people in Japan, they didn't want the stage ticket because for them they felt like, you know, the stage ticket is no different from watching a stream. But I don't agree with that because like whenever I watch the keynote, right, the expansion full trailer by myself with Andrew, it's just two people screaming in a room, right? We're just like, ah, oh my god, and then we go on our phones and tell everyone on Twitter, oh my god guys, look at that, right? But I wanted to be in a crowd screaming about the trailer, and everyone around me is fucking excited for what's going on in the trailer, right? Everyone, I wanted to be there where everyone is just like, we're all here, we all love Final Fantasy, we're so freaking excited for whatever they're gonna show, kind of thing, right? And oh my god, when Krill came out in that Pictomancer outfit, wielding that brush, I screamed so loud, everyone screamed so loud, Andrew screamed so loud, the people behind me, beside me, in front of me. Okay, there was no one in front of me because I was at the front seats for like my row, but like kind of people in front of that gap, we all were just like clapping and like yelling and being like, yeah, you know, it was so cool. And then like I would want to be there again. Like seeing Krill finally getting her moment was so good for me. And like I was the only bitch, at least in my area, who was like squealing like a pig during the Nutkin scene. Okay, like I'm pretty sure you guys know. I was like, yeah, kind of thing. Like, I was making the most inhumane noises, and like I'm just glad that, you know, everyone was also kind of laughing. So like I'm pretty sure no one heard me, I hope. But yeah, I was just going wild. And then like right after that was the Krill, and I was just like, I don't know, like the stadium kind of erupted because it was just like, oh my god, she's finally here, you know, she's finally with us, kind of thing. And it was just so cool. It was just so cool being able to like have that and be in that crowd. And like, I don't know, like it's just different. And like when we went to Keiko, like we went to both the Keiko's piano concert and the Primal's concert, and I have always wanted to go to those live, and I'm so glad that I got to go there live. I got to be there live. I finally got to do the the time stopping mechanic live. And I guess because maybe like people were busy, or maybe they couldn't make it for the concert. You convinced yourself so how it's gonna be a Green Mage. I think I knew it was gonna be a Pictomancer because of the tortoises. Yeah, the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles thing. So like I was so glad that it was Pictomancer because like it was so cute and stuff. and oh my god, so like I was one of the people who like was hoping that the next limited job was gonna be Beastmaster. So when they announced that it was Beastmaster, I went crazy in the seats. I was like, holy shit, you know. I was like, oh my god, it's real, and I was like, ah, yeah. So I was, yeah. I mean, I don't know. I was, yeah. It was wow. It was wow. Like I was so excited, and at least for the concert, especially for the primals, I'm the kind of person who likes to jump around and like, you know, like wee with the music and stuff. So when we were at the primals concert, the seat beside Andrew was empty, and the seat behind us like was also empty. So basically nothing was stopping us from like standing up and just going wild. Like we made sure that we gave enough space so that we didn't hit like the people that were next to us and stuff, and we were just I fucking danced the you know the twinning, that dance. I was fucking we were fucking dancing like with with them. It was so good. I don't know, it was so fun. And holy shit, I think I cried at like every time Amanda sings, every time Amanda Ashton sings, every time like Jason Charles Miller sings. I cried in close in the distance, cause like of course, like why wouldn't I, right? I cry every time I hear that song. Like that song is, you know, the two FF14 songs that can make me cry are Answers and Close in the Distance. So I don't know, like I cried like a freaking fucking baby. I was just like I was crying, and actually like I'm pretty sure the girl beside me didn't cry at all. She was so like stone faced. She was so like I don't know, she just kept her cool the whole way. Like she was shaking her light stick, but she otherwise her facial expression didn't change. It was so funny.
That person didn't play M Walker.
I guess maybe. But she, yeah, actually I don't know, she didn't react to anything. And then like and then like the people next to that girl, I could hear them like sniffle and shit. They were like you know, they were like wiping their nose, and I was like, you just like me for real? Like yeah. So but I think it was a bit awkward because obviously I understood English. So whenever Amanda like was saying her stuff and like Jason Charles Miller was saying their stuff, me and Andrew would always laugh first because we understood what they were saying. We were like, yes, oh ha ha ha, you know, and then the Japanese people will only laugh after like the translator like translated for them. So it was a bit awkward, like but whatever, right? Like I had a lot of fun. I'm also so glad that the first fan fest I managed to make it for is the fan fest that Mr. Nakamura Yuichi was there for, because he never goes overseas. There's no way I can see that man in any other country besides Japan. So yeah, I'm glad I got to see that man, and I'm glad I got to see Rin's voice actress. I actually thought that I actually forgot that she was going to be there. I don't know why I didn't think she was going to be there. So when she came out, I was like, holy shit, she's here! Ah! Yeah, I was just like yeah, I was so happy that, I don't know, like I can't say I understood everything that was there. I didn't know that they were live translating it on the Discord, but I don't know, like what I understood I really enjoyed. And even if I didn't understand everything, I had a lot of fun just watching them talk. I don't know, I like watching them talk. I'm someone who likes watching Zatsus to begin with, so it was fun. I like watching them talk. Flow doesn't invoke the same emotion in me as Close in the Distance does, but when Amanda sang it, it sure did, you know. And the thing is, like, I cry when other people cry. So when she was crying, I was crying, you know. She was like, oh, thank you everybody for like the support. And I was like, oh, I'll support you too. And I was just like, yeah, my face was so wet, but it was fun, and I'm glad that I got to bring friends along. Like, I'm glad that, you know. And one of them managed to trade for like a Thancred badge for me. So I was just like, hell yeah! My friends were really nice, and they basically, like, I do have friends who managed to get the full ticket, right? And I was just like, and they kind of offered me. No, it's not that. It's because like how to say it, like Close in the Distance, it's meaningful to me because of plot reasons, you know. It's not just Thancred, it's just like Ultima 2 is very like important to me. Like that kind of shit fucks me up, right? For Flow, it's a nice song and I would also cry at it, but it doesn't have the same kind of significance to me that Ultima 2 and Close in the Distance does for me. So I think it's just different. Like it's not really that, oh, because Ultima 2 is like Thancred and da 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 da. And I think it's like the combined, like it's all the scions, you know. It's the meaning of that sacrifice that makes Close in the Distance like powerful for me. That Flow doesn't give the same thing, but that one is just personal preference. Yeah. Yeah. But yeah, like yeah, Ultima. I know a lot of people like have their own qualms with Ultima 2, but personally, that kind of shit fucks me up. That kind of shit is like very mince core. It is the kind of shit that I really like, and that will like just give me all the feels. Yeah. I streamed it. I streamed like my entire Endwalker journey. So like, if you want to hear me ugly cry, it's on YouTube. I don't recommend it though, cause my mic was worse than this. I didn't have the proper settings. So yeah. The echo was like even worse, I think. I think the echo is still really bad. I still don't really know how to fix the echo issues, but whatever. But yeah, like I cried a lot and stuff. Yeah, I'm glad that there are people who enjoy Ultima 2. Like I know that the complaints, okay, not complaints, the qualms that people have with Ultima 2 are valid too, and I don't want to like disrespect that, but yeah, it's just for me like it is what made the expansion for me. yeah, exactly. For me, like, yeah, I guess like to me, I actually couldn't go to Ultima 2 for a long while. Like I think it took me like a few days, at least like 1 or 2 days, before I was like, you know what? I guess I do want to farm for the Kai mount. So like I finally went there, but I turned my volume a bit lower because like that song at that point, that song really just like fucked me up a lot. So yeah, I couldn't listen to it like that much. It's a good song. It's a good song. And the trailer though, I think even though I love Close in the Distance, and it's hands down my favorite song, even more than Answers, I think my favorite song from the concert was actually Flow Together, like the one from the trailer, the trailer specific one, because just hearing Amanda and Jason sing together is so magical. Holy shit, it's so good, man. What the fuck? It's so good. But yeah.
What about what they were saying, Footfalls together?
Oh, sorry, Footfalls. Yeah, why did I say Flow Together? Footfalls. I'm sorry, my bad. Yeah, Footfalls. Yeah. Oh my god, fake fan. Yeah, Footfalls. It's so good, man. Like, oh my god, you know.
Like the live violin.
Yeah, the live violin and like, yeah, I don't know, just.
That was the best.
That was the best. So good. I'm fake. Wait. Yeah, okay. I'm fake. Yeah. It was so good. It was so good. Menfina's song, like both versions, Primals and they did play Menfina's song on. Did they play Menfina's song on Keiko's? Like Keiko's.
Oh wait,
I don't know. Their version of Menfina's, like
I think so.
for the Primals, I feel like they played it on both days. I remember. Yeah. They played it on both days, and like both versions were just like mwah, so good. Yeah. No, I mean, I get it. Like, it's such a... Wait, but don't you get to watch it? Like, after the hours are gone, though? I still think you should. I mean, I'm not sure, because obviously I didn't need to buy it, but... Yeah, thanks for dropping by, Andy. Thanks for the conversations. Thanks for always, like, coming to the streams. I thought it was, but I might be wrong about that. Yeah, but it was good. It was good. Like... I don't want to say like if you have the chance like go for it, because I know like you know it's not really nice to say that in the sense cause like not everyone is as lucky, but if you have the chance to try and get the ticket like just to see the live performances, try like do what you can to get it. Like sometimes RNG isn't on your side, it sucks, but I hope that everyone will at least will be able to go for the live concert once as much as they can. But if you can't, that's also not your fault because stuff happens. Yeah, it's to preserve myself for when I see them RL. Yeah, fair. Yeah, it's, I mean, I understand like it can't be helped because like there's limited space and there's so many fans, you know. I was at Distant Wolves. Yeah. She was like Amanda Action was there too. It's so funny, you know. Like she came on to sing like the first song, right? I forgot. And then like when she came on to sing the second song, Andrew was like, "Oh, I didn't know she was here," and I was like, "Fuck you, she was here earlier." She's like, "What the fuck are you saying?" I hope she comes like more often, like for every Distant Worlds. She's so good, and she's so cute. Like, I would love to see her more. Yeah, it is what it is. Yeah, if you get a chance to try, like, try to like ballot for it. But yeah, that was my FanFest experience. The day two, I don't know. Like, I can't really say much because like I just kind of went around to like find cosplayers, and I watched the when Dragon Song started playing. I kind of watched the I was there for the cosplay, like the Mirapuri, the cosplay showcase thing, and it was so nice. I screamed at every Thancred that appeared. I think I kind of made friends. I made friends with one of the Thancred cosplayers that was at that walk. So like I'm quite happy. When Dragon Song started, I realized I have terminal DSR brain rot. Haha, well I'm glad I got to hear it before I did it. Yeah. Actually, to be honest, when I'm doing an ultimate, I think the only music that I really remembered from an ultimate is the Ooh one, just because it times up so nicely with mechanics. But I actually don't listen to the music when I'm in an ultimate fight, to be very honest. Like, I'll listen to it the first time. I listened to it the first time, but for all future pulls after that, it goes through my head because I'm focused on the fight. I don't actually like listen to the music, so I can still listen to answers even though UCOP was hell. I can still listen to answers like no problem. Skill issue. No, I'm kidding. I'm kidding. I'm kidding. I think I only do that. I only have that for like the normal stuff, but when I'm in a concert, like I don't really think about the transitions and stuff. Yeah, I get that too for like, but not for during a concert. I don't think, for some reason during a concert, like I'm just like, yay, music. You caught from my brain to a crisp. No, yeah, same. I think that was still the hardest ultimate to me, because like I was the one doing the call outs, you know. Like, ooh, I had people helping me. T, I had people helping me. DSR, I'm being fucking carried, right? And UCOP was the one where I was doing the carrying for myself and for the other people. So like, UCOP, I feel, is like my first real ultimate, my first and probably only real ultimate experience, because like, because like for the rest of the other ultimates, I had someone to like help me with them. So I had like people who have cleared before to help me with them, so I don't feel as accomplished for like the others, but UCorp is like, I will take that. That shit was hard. That shit was hard. It's just how I feel, you know. It's just how I feel. It's like UCorp will be the hardest to me because I literally was depending on myself and myself alone. I had no one else to depend on. Okay, I think even though I didn't get to finish Thancred today, I'll finish him off tomorrow by myself before raid. Yeah. Yeah, it's already like 12. I have to sleep. I need to pack some stuff as well. And my voice is my voice is dying. You can't tell, like my throat is actually like screaming at me right now. Yeah. Wait, let me finish this real quick. I'll see Solo tomorrow for raid. I want to clear. I want to clear so bad. Well, I guess like, I mean, I know people will tell me that like the clear is a clear, and I do agree the clear is a clear, but that's just kind of how I feel, that, you know, I had people who obviously knew what they were doing with me, so it was not that hard. We can clear DSL before my other static clears L. Okay. You know what? I'm not a competitive person. I don't care who clears first. You clear first. If you clear Alo first, I'm happy for you. You know, but personally for me, I kind of am hoping to clear like at least by next week.
Bro, why is no curry this time? What the fuck?
Yeah, who's cooking curries?
Yeah, bro.
Who's cooking curry? They're hungry. It's just Criterion Savage is suffering. Yeah, but I mean, wiping is more demoralizing than ultimate. Damn. But aren't you doing like top right now in PF? You guys are insane. But either way, yeah. I hope. I don't like the design in 10. Okay, yeah, that's fair. On and off, yeah. Yeah, I mean, that's just how I feel about it, but I do want to clear because I feel like we've been at it for a while. Like, on one hand, to me, it's like, okay, 20 plus sessions, almost 30 sessions for DSR. It's not that bad, I feel. I still think it's not that bad. Even if most of the people have cleared, it's not that bad, but it's been a few months. It's been a few months. I want to clear. Yeah. Yeah, it is. But I think, I don't know, for me it's like, as long as I'm happy with how I'm playing, yeah, you know. Okay, yeah, anyway, I need to go. Thanks for watching, guys. Yeah, thanks for watching, guys. I'm gonna go. Tomorrow and Thursday there will be stream, but it will just be DSR and I won't be talking because I don't talk that much. But yeah, thank you for the stream. Thank you for coming. Good night. Please rest well. Bye bye. Bye bye.